Hello, everybody, and welcome to Tides of Death. We've got a spooky session for us today. One of our players left last session being pulled under the water by some sort of monster. Another was entangled along the wall of the ship. One was frivolously throwing lassos into the air, and a third was punching seaweed. But before we get back to our battle, let's see if anyone's got any pirate facts for us, or has anything that they need to say or announce.
No.
Okay.
No
pirate facts.
Nothing to announce. Wait, hang on. I mean, it's kind of lame. It's got to be worth a few percentage points, all right? So you might ask yourself, did successful pirates ever manage to retire? And it was rare, right? It was rare because it's obviously a dangerous line of business. As we're finding out, there's all manners of danger that could befell a pirate. But some pirates did manage to retire, getting to an age where they'd made enough money and they could, head back home with their family and their newfound wealth. Others, more commonly, retired in inverted commas by switching sides. So no longer being a pirate and would go and work for some of the colonial governments of the time. And many even became pirate hunters because they'd be trusted in the parts of the world, like, the free ports where the pirates would be. People wouldn't necessarily know that they turned. And they'd go and work for the British government and try and hunt down some of the pirates that maybe they used to do business with in the past. And one such pirate, by the name of Woodes Rogers, was eventually promoted to the governor of the Bahamas, would you believe, at the behest of, Her Majesty herself.
Wow, I feel like you're learning this pirate fact as you're telling it to us.
1%.
Okay, do you know what? The real thing is there. That was a very uninspired sentence that I was reading from. I did a lot of reading between the lines on the fly there, making that sound a little bit more interesting than it was. Mm-hmm. That's where the real skill is.
Mm-hmm. It is, actually, because it didn't sound dull or boring. It sounded well thought out. So good job. That natural charisma carrying you through to the end.
There you
go. Go ahead and take yourself 3.5%.
Not
full 5, but
I'll take. Let's say 4, Neil. That way, you're still making a point that
Why don't you roll a D2 plus 2?
D2 plus 2. What
D2
about
plus 2?
D10 minus 5?
No.
Okay.
Well, yeah, fuck it. D10 minus 5. Wait, hold on.
D10 minus 5 is worse by far.
Yeah, well, it averages to 2.5. That's still about the same. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, shit.
Lose 2% of your experience.
Okay.
No, you don't have to lose anything. It's just
okay.
0.
Right.
No.
Okay, that's fine.
No. Right. So we left off in the middle of combat. I believe we had just gotten to the beginning of a new round, but I don't think anyone's rolled for initiative yet on this new round. So let's do it.
Wait, can we just take in the situation a little bit? So Nilrum is fully entangled and under the water.
Yes.
Does the beast remain above the sea level at all?
There is kelp in that patch above the sea level, yes.
Does this stuff look like just a big wall of kelp, or is there a face?
There is no face. It is just sort of kelpy vines growing over the sides of things and seaweed crawling and reaching and grabbing and pulling and grabbing people.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
How far is Nilrum down?
You've just been splashed right under the surface right now. You're not hundreds of feet below, but you've just been grabbed and pulled. And in your area, you can feel there's a lot of, there's a mass of vegetation here. Kelp grows in huge patches and long columns. So you're kind of in and amongst the seaweed as it begins to drag you further into the depths and to your death.
Hear me out. In my previous session, or in my, backstory, you let Nilrum wild magic create a bubble of air. Is there any chance that Nilrum can do some crazy shit like that again? That would be kind of what he's going for, I think, but I wouldn't know what to roll.
Right. So something like that is clearly outside of Nilrum's realm of understanding. So I can't explain how such a thing would work to you because then you would understand it. So if you want to panic and start casting random shit, I will obfuscate the mechanics enough that you're going to have to guess at what's really going on. But, you can always try crazy shit.
Yeah,
love crazy
that's what
shit.
Nilrum would be rolling for. Is he remembers the last time he was pulled underwater and was about to die. He tried some wild magic shit and it worked out then. So he's gonna try to do the same thing. You can just tell me what to roll and I'll
I
pull
will.
that shit.
Yeah. Okay.
Just in terms of, don't take this to heart, Muton. Okay, it's just a reasonable question just to be asking at this point.
Yeah.
Where does Nilrum keep his spellbook? Is it in a backpack? Is it
So
in
question, when he's
robe?
casting spells, do you need your spellbook on you? I
No.
actually
No.
don't know about a wizard.
You don't need it on you.
I don't think so. I don't think he would just keep it on him when he's like fucking around in the ship because people fall off. It's chaotic. It's probably in like his backpack in the cellar area, where we are going to be storing, I think, the drums of war. That's probably where it sits.
Okay.
That would be my guess.
All right.
So you keep it in a bag, tucked away in a safe place, so it won't get washed overboard.
When we're sailing, but when we're like leaving, he's going to keep it in the bag with him. Think of like a man purse, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm rolling initiative.
A fanny pack.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead, sir.
I had one quick question. Like, do these moss creatures, do they have a shape, or are they just kind of like blobby, kind of seaweed monster type thing?
It's like blobby, seaweedy monster sorts of things. You can't even tell, like, there's lots of kelp around, and it's hard to tell if it's all a creature with only one part of it moving, or if the creature's just this part, and that's just like regular kelp over there. Identifying the things
Gotcha.
is a little bit difficult.
Gotcha.
So Archie at this point is like, he's mostly panicking because Nilrum fell overboard. Fuck. I'm not really sure what he wants to do though.
What initiative do you want me to roll, Koibu?
3.
Yeah, so what do I roll if Archie wants to dive after him?
3.
3.
Is that factored in that I have to untie myself from the mass burst?
Ooh. Let's delay it to 5.
Okay. So I roll a d10 plus 5? Or...
Yes.
Yeah.
Got it.
Oof.
Yikes.
Big numbers. That's good.
Did you add the +4, by the way, Koibu, from hesitation?
Oh, I did not. You cast I had forgotten about hesitation. Big
I think it's
brain.
2 or 3 more rounds. I can't remember.
Yeah. Excellent. Okay, so did that affected both monsters?
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay.
It's up to like 2 to 8 hit dice of monsters or something. I think.
Oh, it's based on hit dice.
Let me check.
2 to 8 hit die, all levels creatures. Although only one creature of 4 or more hit die can be affected.
Okay, so it has affected the one next to you and the one next to you alone. And it
Okay,
hesitates
that's
by 4.
4.
Okay.
I'm in a situation I don't fully understand. Like, Sail is grabbed by the monster. Are his arms free?
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
So I think it's grabbed you, like it tried to grab all of you. You managed to break free of most of it and then like pulled you against the ship. So what I'm imagining is like these kelpy vines wrapping around your waist and sort of like entangling in the railing on the side of the ship and like going through the ship. So you're like, your torso is pinned, but your arms are free and your legs are free, but you're like, you know, almost like you're tied to the side of the ship.
Right. Yeah, like I'm pinned against it and it's trying to pull me through, but I'm just kind of braced just enough to not get pulled over.
Yes, yes. So you
Perfect.
can more or less act normally, you just can't move.
Gotcha. And I could also try to break free.
Absolutely. If you want to do an opposed strength check to break free, can do.
And can I reach like the main body of the kelp with my arms, like to like try to attack it?
You can reach what is tying you to the ship, and you could reach over a little bit. I think the question remains right now, what is the main body?
I am just going to try to break free. So I'll roll a
Excellent.
3, I guess. I assume that's a 3?
Yes, it is. Perfectly. All right. So let us start. Nilrum, did you roll initiative already? Are you first?
I rolled a 6. Yeah, 3 plus 3.
Okay. So you find yourself being pulled beneath the waters. You can blink open your eyes and see that there's these like long columns of kelp rising up from the depths and this big like mass all around you. And the kelp that has grabbed onto you is just like starting to tug you down. And you are desperately trying to create an air bubble.
Yeah, he's gonna try to create the same air bubble that he made before, around his head.
Mm-hmm. All right. Take a look at your character sheet right now. All right, I want you to make me... We might make a series of rolls here. First roll to make that you need to succeed on is a spellcraft check.
26.
Passed, not a problem. Okay. The next thing I need you to do is pass me a con check.
Okay, con is good. 22.
And the third thing I need you to do is pass me an int check.
36.
The probability was so not high.
Wasn't it high to pass all 3 of those? 16, 15, and 18
Oh
plus? I
God,
don't know.
you're just too good. You're just too
Too
good.
good.
Someone nerf
He's got the
Nilrum.
stats.
All right, next I need you to roll me a d100.
Okay. Going high or low?
I don't even know.
65.
What's that mean?
Fuck, is 63 fireball, Nick? I don't know. There's a wild magic table.
Wait, what do you mean? Oh, I have no idea. Yeah.
I don't remember. It's probably not using that way. Yeah.
Imagine you just blow the whole boat up and kill us all.
Based.
Around you, Nilrum, little bubbles begin to percolate out of the kelp. You know, kelp is... The reason it floats is because it creates air bubbles within its pods and within its columns, which are actually quite hollow. And so you begin to see, like, the air filter out of the kelp all around you and begin to form a bubble around you. However, as you pull the air out of the kelp around you, it loses its levity and begins to sink a little bit heavier. So you can breathe, you have air, but you are beginning to sink a little bit faster.
Okay. That's fine.
Captain John Winters.
All right. Failing to lasso this fucking ship for the second time. Turn over my shoulder and see what's happening to Nilrum. I drop the rope, and I'm gonna like do a running dive off the edge of the ship and try and grab him.
All right.
So like run like to here, and then I'm just gonna like leap. Hopefully keeping my legs in the boat, 'cause I'm kind of hoping when Archie wakes up, he can grab my legs and pull us in.
You're not going to be able to keep your legs in the boat and go underwater at the same time. These are mutually exclusive behaviors.
I mean, the ship's only like what, 4 or 5 feet off the water.
Yeah, but to keep your legs in your boat, you would have to basically bend at the waist over it, and then your head would only go as far as your toes, essentially. So if you want your head to be below the water, your waist is going to have to be like up and over the edge.
Yeah, no, I know my waist will be, but like the edges of my feet might still be sticking over
You
the
want to
rim of the
like
boat for
keep
Archie
your
to grab.
toes on the very column or ridge?
Yeah, that's probably the most I can do. I know
What if
that's not gonna
Nilrum is
provide
below
us-
out of reach, though? Would you then go deeper to get to him? Or are you like going to stay on the surface even if he's out of reach?
I think I'd make a split-second decision as I look below the water and see what I see. I guess I don't know.
You see him looking up at you, being pulled down by a monster. Feet and arms flailing in your direction as water percolates around him.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah, fuck it. I go in after him if I have to. I try and keep my toes in. I'm gonna get my dagger and start trying to cut away some of the kelp once I get under there.
All right, you throw yourself into the water. I don't even think you need a swimming check because he's right where you are. You can see him pretty easily. You're used to the water parallax problem. So you toss yourself in, and what, you want to make an attack against the kelp, or you want to make a grab for Nilrum? What do you want?
Well, I'd like to get a hand on Nilrum. So I'm holding it. If someone were to grab me and pull me out, I want him to come with me. But if I've got a free hand, I will start trying to like cut away some of the kelp that's grasping him.
So first thing you want to do is get a hold on him. So give me an attack roll against AC 10 just to grab at him as he's being pulled and you're diving in, and it's a complicated situation. The higher your attack roll, the easier it is to grab hold of him.
High ground, right?
No, because you're in water. High ground is not going to help here.
Unbelievable.
You're not trying to get past his defenses.
He really got
21.
Yeah, easy peasy. You can grab hold of Nilrum's hand as he gets pulled below. That's with one of your hands, probably with your left, because you're wielding a dagger with your right. Now you want to cut. Well,
I'm ambidextrous actually.
Oh, okay. Whatever you want then.
Yeah.
So now that you've grabbed him, you want to cut the kelp away from him.
Yeah.
All right. Give me a second attack roll. For, regular dual wielding penalties. Yeah, for regular dual wielding shenanigans.
Yeah, well, I don't have any of that. Why have I got a -1 from encumbrance?
You have a lot of weight on you.
Are
you a hefty boy?
Was that?
Because all of this is on me and not my bag. That's why. Well, I don't have 16 healing salves like on my person though. They're in my backpack. I'm just gonna turn them off for now. Okay, there we go. Now I'm back to base encumbrance. All right.
Cool.
20.
That is a hit. Wait, there should be -4 on top of that.
Oh, right. There should be -6 to it then. It should be a 14.
Okay. You will still cut through some of the... Yeah, you'll still cut through some of the kelp surrounding Nilrum. Roll me damage. 1d4. Nice.
2.
And the strand of kelp you are cutting has more HP than that. So you slash at some of the kelp, break some of the strands, but do not get to free him on your turn. Sail.
Yeah, I'm going to attempt to disentangle myself from the kelp. Basically plant my feet against the boat and like just kick away from it as hard as possible. So
Excellent.
I assume you want a strength check?
I do want a strength check. Yes.
Absolutely. No problem.
Holy shit. I still have to roll for the monster, but it did not roll a 20-something. So, yeah, you rip yourself free from the kelp, just bursting the vines all over you, and you are free to move wherever you want.
I think I'm going to take a moment to like take stock of the situation. I see, presumably I see Archie like moving to do something, and I see probably like the feet of Captain Winters enter the water. And I'm like not really sure how I help the situation, so probably hesitate a little bit and.
Oh, ironic.
Exactly. seeing my buddies getting ready to get into the water, I'm like, all right, in for a penny, in for a pound. So I will probably pick up some rope if I can find some on the way past the mast. Like, I don't even care how long it is. It's just so I can maybe pull myself back up onto the boat. I'll like try to wrap it around the mast and make it over to my friends.
All right.
So
Burst from the creature, grab the rope, quickly toss it around the mast. You've got seamanship, right? So you're used to throwing rope very quickly and attaching it very quickly in these dangerous situations. I don't even think you need a check for this. This is just so innately ingrained into you, but you can make a check if you want. You got a 17 in your seamanship.
Sure, let's try it.
Why not? What's the worst that could happen?
Oh, what's the worst?
Yeah, you are a professional sailor. So quickly, the rope goes around the mast. Quickly, the rope goes around your waist, and that'll be the end of your turn. Archie, you have done the exact opposite thing. You've just untangled yourself from the mast.
Yes.
Now, here's an important question.
Oh, sorry, to clarify, I have the rope over my shoulder. It's not around my waist.
Got it. So you tied a rope to the mast and then over your shoulder. Archie, have you untied yourself from the mast, or have you untied the mast from you? That is the rope still connected to you, or is it still connected to the mast?
Would it take my entire turn to tie it around, like to keep it tied around me would take a longer rope so that I'm still tied, but I can die?
Yes, you'd have to untie it and then retie it,
retie
essentially. That would probably take the majority of your turn as the ship rocks back and forth and everything moves. Yeah.
Yeah, we have no time for that shit. All right, we're untying, we're diving in.
Okay, so you've got no rope on you.
Yes.
Got it. And you're going to throw yourself in the water as well.
All right. Do I see anything that's not just Kelp or Nilrum or John?
Ooh, great question. Give me a perception check.
Absolutely.
So close. You don't see a thing, but you do see a clue. You see that there are these bubbles kind of coming up from the sea below you, sort of like, bubbles in a bottle of champagne or sparkling water, where they just kind of like come from the base. You can't see what it is or where these bubbles are coming from, but you can see that there is some source of air down below.
In my long times out on the sea, have I ever seen anything like this before?
There have been a couple of areas near like volcanic eruptions where the sea floor bubbles a little bit. And you've heard tales of like mermaids who will create bubbles, or whales might sometimes create bubbles, dolphins. They're pretty, either exceptionally rare things or associated with some sort of living creature, usually like an air-breathing creature.
Okay. I want to try to unentangle Nilrum.
Excellent. Go ahead and you can dive him down. Is this like how would you like to unentangle him?
Like I'm imagining the kelp is just like wrapped around him, and I'm trying to just like rip apart the
Rip
kelp.
it?
Yeah. I'm using my strength here.
All right, so I will need you to do the same thing as Captain Winters. I'm going to need you to make me an attack roll against AC 10 to just like get in a position to grab the kelp as everything is moving and you're trying to swim.
Like so.
Easy peasy. Yep. So you get to the kelp and make me a strength check. Easy. You shred the remaining kelp around Nilrum. Between you and John Winters, the kelp binding him has broken free. And
Nice.
he is in a little air bubble that's like gathering around his head. Probably not big enough for all three of you to use yet. Next round, we're going to have to talk about breath holding mechanics, because the amount of time you can hold your breath underwater is limited, especially when you are being active. Up next is the monster, the one near the three members underwater. It already knows what it's doing. It reaches out once more to grab hold of Nilrum and drag him to the depths as you guys desperately try to unbind him.
Dodge incoming.
Wait, I
Let's
have a
go.
question. Monsters even have to declare their actions before. So is this still chill? I'm
Yeah,
just
because
curious
its
about
action was drag
Was
Nilrum
to
down
bring
to
me
the
down.
depths. Right, so
Yeah.
if the situation changes, it's still in the same vein. But it rolls a literal natural one and cannot grasp you in any way, shape, or form.
Amazing.
And you are free for now. On the other side of the ship, however, this creature, this thing, has changed its intent. It is no longer going after Sail, who it cannot grab. Instead, it begins to grab the side of your ship and try to like rock it or break it apart.
this motherfucker.
And it will roll. I can't do math.
Good job, we've got a carpenter. We're gonna be fine.
Yeah.
It's
It
not
will
our ship.
grab the side of your ship and begin to split the boards on it, breaking, not like below the waterline, but above the waterline, breaking out the planks and breaking out a section that maybe like 2 feet high and maybe at this point it's only like 6 inches wide or something. What is this, like a foot? A foot wide. As the boards split outward away from the boat. And initiative.
So this probably isn't as intended, so I'm gonna let you go with whatever your ruling is here. I can breathe, right?
Yeah.
Which means I can cast.
It's
Alright,
not the
can I cast
breathing; it's
magic
the
missile?
being in air, right? Because
Yeah.
even if you can breathe water, you still can't cast spells because you need to be able to speak. So magic missile, you can cast.
Verbal somatic, cool.
Yeah, verbal somatic.
One. Yeah.
Get him. Oh.
Sorry, I'm still not super. I don't think I super understand the initiative stuff yet. If I just want to dive up and try to get everyone back on the ship, what do I do?
3.
3. Just
Three.
for
Is it-
movement
it's
is
just-
3. Yeah.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
If in doubt, it's usually 3.
Yeah. If you were a large creature, it would be 6. If you were a huge creature, it'd be 9. But you're a medium creature, so 3 is your default.
And how do I roll it in the way that Nick just rolled it, so it automatically puts me in the initiative order?
You've got to click on your token, and then in the top left of Roll20, there's like a little bar that says initiative, and I've got some extra buttons that say initiative 3, initiative 5.
Ah, I see it. Okay, thank you.
But you got to click on the token first to see it, yeah.
Yeah, got it.
Where do you see that? Sorry.
In the top
Oh,
left on Roll20, yeah.
Cheers. Thank you.
That makes it so much easier.
I'm going to be trying to help pull Archie and the group up by their rope.
Excellent. So same for you. 3 for initiative, which it looks like is exactly what you rolled. And away we go, Nilrum, underwater, freed from the creature. Have a good breath of air.
Yep. Nilrum's gonna be casting magic missile at the body of the creature. So I believe that is 2d4 plus 2. 9 damage.
Yes, and this might give you a little bit of a clue because you can sort of see the mass of the creature, or you can see like all this stuff, and you target at it, and the missiles sort of stream together and head sort of downwards into a chunk of kelp below you for 9 points of damage.
Can we all roll perception checks to have seen this?
Yeah, Nilrum will try and point it out because he's a fucking genius. But
I will give you guys perception checks at disadvantage because it's a complicated situation.
Nice.
All right, you
Do
figure
I?
it out.
Do I get a chance at this?
No, because you're up on the
you're
deck.
gonna be in the water, I think.
Yeah. Archie, give me 2 perception checks. We'll take the lower of the 2. Yeah. Ooh, not good enough. So you've managed to free Nilrum, but you must have been facing upward when he cast downward, so you have no idea what's going on with these missiles. Captain Winters, you dove into the water last round. So what is your Constitution score?
15.
The time you can hold your breath is your con divided by 3 rounded up, and if you're active, divided by 2 again rounded up. So 15 divided by 3 is
3
5.
rounds.
Divided by 2 is 2.5, would be 3 rounds total. And last round was round 1. So you have 2 rounds left before you
Well, no,
absolutely
hang on.
need air.
I got a good breath of air last round.
Yeah, that's what leaves it at.
So this should be the first round I'm holding my breath.
But last round you were underwater.
I mean, I guess. Okay. I just feel like, I did breathe that round, but I see.
Yeah,
it
yeah, but
as well,
that's when you get the air.
To be fair,
I-
when you see a bubble forming around me, I'm pretty sure. I think he said that he'd let you come over and get a breath of air, but yeah.
Yeah, well, for now I'm alright. I'm holding my breath. Where the magic missiles went below the water, it wasn't that far below me.
There are things obfuscating your view. It's hard to tell where they impacted, but it is further down into the depths.
Fuck it. I mean, I put my dagger in my teeth. I swim down. when I get down to it, if I can see, I want to grab hold of the kelp and stab it with my dagger, and then if I can, hold it with my other hand and pull my other dagger out with my other hand and get a second attack in. But I'd have to separate the attacks so that I was always holding the kelp with one, I think, to stay down. Otherwise, I'll float back up, right?
I don't understand how you get the second attack, just by switching the dagger from one hand to the other?
Sort of, yeah. I guess.
You would need two weapons to dual wield. You can't
I
switch the weapon.
I do have 2 weapons. What do you mean? Do you mean I'd have to be able to use both hands at once?
Yeah, dual wielding isn't just I change the weapon from one hand to the other and then make an attack with my offhand. It's I'm fighting with 2 weapons, so I get 2 attacks. And if you're going to be grabbing the kelp, that would be your offhand attack anyway.
All right, well, tell me what I see when I get close to this place.
You see little bit of glowing red, and you see what appears to be some sort of barnacle or some sort of mussel or some sort of like shellfish type protrusions that almost look like teeth near the base of maybe 8 kelp strands that all come down to one central spot. While looking around you, you can see like all the other kelp columns come down to like an anchor on the ground at one spot here, one spot there. These ones are anchoring well above the sea floor, and it's like 8 of them coming together into this one area that has these like chomping, gnashing, shellfishy style teeth.
And they are chomped, so they're opening and closing. They're not like shut closed.
Yeah,
Sorry,
they're sort of like
probably,
waving
2 minutes.
this at you.
All right, I try and like stab into one of them as it like sort of breathes or whatever. I'm gonna
All right.
get my dagger into the
You
middle of it.
kick, you swim down, make me an attack roll.
High ground?
No, in the water, high ground's not going to make a difference.
Am I taking a -4 though?
You are making a stabbing attack. There are no penalties for stabbing while underwater. Only for
right.
slashing and bludgeoning is impossible. No, the creature is too difficult to get to. You find yourself struggling to like hold position around it, and then the opening and closing is difficult to get your dagger in there, and you wrestle with the monster, but do not attack. You did want to have an offhand to grab onto it to hold in place.
Well, I felt like I needed to grab onto it so as not
Yeah.
to float back up to the surface.
I think that's absolutely true. So give me an offhand attack against AC 10 just to grab onto something to hold yourself steady.
Wait, hang on, sorry. Could I swim back down here in one round or not?
You can swim down in a round, but it probably takes a full round to swim up. So if you wanted to like swim up and then get a breath of air and come back down, it would be like a round up and then a round down and stab, and then a round up and then a round down and stab. So you'd be losing.
What if I don't hold onto the thing? Will I not just start floating up?
You will. You will start to float up.
Yeah, all right, I don't do it. I float up then.
Okay. Stale is AFK. We'll be right back to him. Archie, you've got Nilrum freed.
I've got Nilrum freed. So, we're both still in the water, right? Nilrum just casted a spell and he's got his air bubble going. Captain just dove down. I think I'm trying to get me and Nilrum out of here. I feel like we'll be safer on the boat for sure.
Yeah.
So Nilrum's free, so if he wanted to swim up, he could probably do it himself, but I might as well help him out and pull him up, right?
Sure. You can easily put an arm around his waist and yoink the wizard to the surface. No checks needed. Both of you breach the surface and have access to air. You can see Sail on the side of the ship with a coil of rope over his shoulder, just about to take his action.
All right. And I guess since I see that, that's going to be what I want to wait for.
Yeah. Did you want to climb up onto the ship, or are you going to stay in the water until Sail does something?
I guess I might as well climb up, but the rope's only going to help with that, right? Might as well do that.
Yeah. You can easily pull yourself back up onto the deck in this round. Sail,
Okay,
it is
cool.
your turn.
I guess we kind of went out of order there, though, because I was.
We did.
That.
Yeah.
I just want to say, my original action was to use Destroy Water to make like a pool of water so I could dive down deeper to help them. Then I was like, nah, I'll just pull the rope to help. And now, like, that's not really super useful. So I guess I'll stick with my original intent, which was to pull the rope to help. And just assist. And
So
I
you
think
are.
that's-
Wait, explain to me. You're throwing the water in, or you're jumping in with the rope, or
I am pulling on Archie's rope to help him climb up. Was my intent.
he is detached. He has no rope.
Oh, he completely detached. Oh,
Yeah.
well then my initiative is stupid and I misinterpreted the situation entirely.
Well, you can decide whatever you want now. You look over, you see Archie swimming to the surface. It looks like he's got Nilrum in his arm. Captain Winters is nowhere to be seen. He's like gone to the depths of the water. The creature behind you, because you're probably facing the other way right now, is starting to break apart your ship. The one in front of you, its vines are still sort of crawling over the deck as well. It's a complicated, messy situation.
Is the captain deep enough for me to not be able to see him? Like, at all?
Yeah, he's totally gone.
If I see Nilrum and Archie coming back up, then I'm going in after the captain.
Excellent. Throw yourself in the water. I would like you to make me. I'd like you to make me a perception check as you dive beneath the waves looking for the captain.
Sure. My perception is terrible.
Oh my god, it's a confusing mess down here. There's kelp in the way, there's bubbles everywhere, up and down quickly becomes confusion. The rope over your shoulder gets a little bit caught and you're trying to untangle it or unwind it well enough to keep swimming, and you find yourself under the water, thrashing about, unable to see the captain anywhere. When you realize you can't find him and you're like many feet below the surface, is your action to keep going deeper? Is it to breach the surface? When you can't find him, what do you do?
Do I see the kelp at all? Like,
Yeah, it's everywhere.
I don't like discern like anything. Man, I'm gonna just climb back to the surface and yell out to Nilrum and Archie then.
Okay, so you also go down and then breach back to the surface. Archie is on the deck. You and Nilrum are just at the deck, or in the water, like next to the ship, able to cling on to the side of it if you want, as Archie is the only one on the deck. The monster. Okay, go ahead.
I was gonna say, where's the captain? Is like what I say when I come up.
I shrug.
Any other words or actions?
Oh wait,
Nope,
I
that's
think I would have seen this, right? I would have seen him go
Yeah.
for like the. Okay, yeah. Then I would tell. I would just say, if I'm above the water, which I'm probably not, I'm just gonna point to
No,
the
Archie
bubbles.
pulled you all the way to the surface. You
Oh, he
breached.
pulled me all the way up?
You're
Okay.
good.
Yeah, he's down there. He's going for the bubbles that I think you told us about.
Oh, that must be where this thing is coming from, and I'll
Done.
be ready to go back down next turn.
All right, you get yourself a good breath of air, turn yourself around, get ready to kick off, and swim to the bottom. The creature over here will continue to rend your ship with another successful hit for another small amount of damage. We'll get into ship HP and life later, but it is starting to break apart the side of your ship. That like 2 foot high gap is now not foot wide, but it's now like 3 feet wide. Like it's broken off a huge section. Your ship will struggle. It will be slower, and you will need to be bailing it out because it will slowly take on water as waves crash in through that hole a little bit. But it's not sunk yet. The other creature that had been trying to drag Nilrum down changes its action. The kelpy viney bits begin to retreat from the surface. Captain Winters, you feel the kelp close in from your sides and try to grab you from above and push you down towards those chomping mollusk jaws.
That's where I was going anyway.
With a 23 to hit, it will indeed grab onto your body. And you can make me... I don't even think you can make me a strength check against this thing because you're floating in water. Maybe you could make me like...
A dex check to slide out, you know? You seen? Wait, I was
Sure,
watching it last
yeah.
night.
Go ahead.
Okay.
No,
Have you
no.
seen the BBC Earth documentary with the iguana that gets born?
Yeah.
And then it's got to like fucking run from all the snakes.
Yeah.
And there's that bit where it gets encircled, but it just manages to slip out.
Yeah.
Just
you
like
are
that.
you are not in your natural environment. So you can give me a dex check at disadvantage, or you can give me a swimming check, and if it passes, you make a regular dex check, and if it fails, you make me a dex check at disadvantage. No.
Oh no, I'll make a dex check with disadvantage.
Yeah,
That's fine.
Yeah.
Easy.
That is really fucking good, dude.
Yeah, you gotta let me
Jesus.
get away now.
Yeah, it doesn't have the strength to grab onto you. You can slip out from the sides of the creature as it tries to. I mean, it gets a hold on top of you, and you can just pull yourself out in time.
Sure.
And that is that. We should give your ship an HP bar later. Next round, initiative. This one rolls with a penalty. Ooh.
I'm smacking it with another magic missile.
Okay.
Before I take my action, can I see that John's in trouble down there?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I've reached, so I'm probably gonna yell to Archie if he can. Archie, I'll deal with this one. You have to go beat the other one. It's fucking our ship up.
Yep.
It's 9.
Actually, I'm not gonna magic missile this turn. I'm gonna enlarge him since he's gonna go do that. So.
Ah, okay. Same
I'm gonna
initiative roll,
enlarge
though.
him Yep, 40%.
Great. Sail, have you decided upon your action?
I have. I'm taking the biggest gulp of air I can, and I'm going down to see if I can pull the captain up.
Ooh, yeah. Well, you start us off. You get a good gulp of air. And now that you've got a good direction to go with this, why don't you... I don't even think you need to make a perception check, because you have a good idea of where he is, and you've surveyed the area. You can swim down following Nilrum's instructions, and you can see this massive kelp beginning to push it and submerge itself, with Captain Winters, like, popping out the other side of it. You see him there. He's swimming. He's held his breath for 2 rounds. This is his last round before he has to make con checks or die.
Yep, I'm gonna swim towards him as fast as I can, and I'm like, as I'm going, I'm like unspooling rope to like potentially tie around him. And...
You can reach him this round. You got a good breath of air and a good kick off the bottom of the ship.
Yeah, I'm gonna like wrap one arm around him, or yeah, I'm gonna like get him to grab me and start pulling on the rope to pull us back to the surface.
All
Okay.
right. You bind yourself and Captain Winters, and you begin to tug you guys to the surface using the rope as aid. We will get back to that story when Captain Winters' turn comes around. Nilrum.
I enlarge Archie. He's 40% bigger.
Archie
The
lets out
whole
a
ship
growl.
rocks as Archie walks across it, side to side. Monster goes. This one over here. It
Wait,
will.
before the monster drags me down, did Sail drag me above the surface so I get a breath?
He is grabbed you, and he is beginning to pull you to the surface, and you have something to hold on to. So if you get dragged down, you can at least like oppose with a strength check or something. But you haven't gotten to the surface yet. This creature will make a grab for you. Its little tendrils reach up and try to wrap around your ankles. With an 18 plus 7 is a 25. So it does easily wrap onto your booted feet, Captain Winters. And this is where you just get wrecked, but Sail has brought you a rope. You have something to anchor yourself against, so make me an opposed strength check. In fact, Sail's got an arm around you. You can make me an opposed strength check with a higher roll because you got Sail to help you. Sail, what's your strength?
15?
And Captain Winters, what's your strength?
9.
So 90 plus 170 is 260. You can make me a strength check as if you had 18 strength because you have Sail and a rope. Saving the day.
He's really helping you out there.
Yeah.
Oop.
26.
26, the monster will roll a 25. With your hands on the rope, you can burst from its grasp on your ankle. It slips off, maybe tugging one of your boots into the water, but at least you're still alive. Archie.
Wait, does it take a boot?
It takes a boot.
God damn it.
I'm fucking monsters.
Archie's gonna start tearing the lower kelp monster off the ship. Attack roll.
Yes. 17 is easily enough to grab onto. You're ripping, right, with your hands? Easily enough to grab the vines of the rope. And give me that strength check, which should probably be at a higher number. Not a problem. You easily sunder the creature and throw it off and back into the water. You just see, like, the gaping hole in the side of your ship now, but the creature is off of you, or off of the boat.
Is this like a critical hole? Like, is there water seeping in? Are we sinking?
It's above the water line, so like as the water, goes up and down, some will come in, but it's not constantly taking on water. It's taking on small bits of water every few seconds.
Okay.
So
It's not the biggest deal.
Yeah.
it can last through the combat if it doesn't get any worse.
Yes.
Captain Winters, Sail has gotten you to the rope. The monster has grabbed you by the legs, but you are freed from it, and if you would like, you can reach the surface this round.
Yeah, I think I want to reach the surface, presumably with Sail.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the two of you
the same
coming
time.
together, ascending, reaching, breathing.
So it's taking a minute to talk to someone, not a minute, 5 seconds. I think its body's down there, about 10 feet now below the water.
Mm-hmm.
10 feet?
No, much closer to like 30 feet.
30 feet. 30
Did
feet
you-
down.
Yeah, 10
Did you
meters
see
down.
something?
Yeah, its mouth or something. And then, I dive back down. I'm going to try and get to it.
Good gulp of
I was gonna
air,
ask you when I get it.
Yeah.
and he goes back. Whoosh. We'll start your breathing on the next round because it was basically at the end of this round that you got your gulp of air.
Yeah.
So next round will be your first round underwater.
Wait, it took the rest of my round to get to the surface. Yeah, I can't make some progress.
Yeah, took your rest of the round to get to the surface, have a short conversation, catch your breath, because, you need to, like, for a moment,
Yeah.
and then begin the descent.
Mm-hmm.
Beast over here returns to the vessel, and this time it comes for Archie. It wraps out for you. Natural 1 on the attack roll. You fend it off. It tries to grab you. You keep it from you. Its slimy tendrils getting nowhere, and we roll initiative.
Oh, sorry. It's an attack roll.
I can still shoot the one underwater, right, Koibu?
Yes. With your magic missile, you mean?
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Let's say, I have a question. Let's say I created like a pocket of I use destroy water underneath the water. Does that like literally just leave a void of nothing, or is there air where the water used to be?
The reverse of the spell, destroy water, obliterates without trace no vapor, mist, fog, steam, or light quantity of water. Water can be created or stored in areas small and will actually contain the liquid, or in an area as large as this. So it would not have air. It would be a void, which would very quickly close as water like collapsed in on it.
Oh, okay.
I was wondering if I could use it as a way to give someone air underwater, but it would probably have to be like they would have to be close to the surface, and then air would rush in and they'd get a quick
Right.
gulp,
Right.
But if like, I don't know how much I know about physics, but if that's a cavitation bubble, that's a lot of force, and I think it would do damage to a water creature.
Well, maybe we should try it. Casting range is 30 yards, and you were down there. You saw the creature. You have a pretty good idea of where it is underneath the surface. Are you going to create a cavitation bubble around it?
I don't know if my character would know if that would work.
You want to
might
give me an in
suspect,
check?
though.
Yeah, I'll give it a check.
Yeah. I don't know what it's going to do. We'll have to wing it, but it's brand new territory for me. I'm excited to see it.
I am going to cast destroy water on the creature.
Righty then. Sailed with the 11.
Can you cast destroy water on a human to remove all the water from their body?
It specifically says you can't do that, yeah.
You cannot turn blood to wine with water to wine either. It's too good of a spell. Archie rolled initiative at 3, so Archie, you're first up. This creature is trying to grab you. It's trying to break your ship. It's basically on you, but you're managing to throw it off before it can drag you in. What are you doing?
All right. Archie's heard that these guys, that like there's something down there, like their mouths or whatever. Archie's gonna try to pull this guy out of the water. He's gonna grab the kelp and try to pull him out.
What happens when you pull the kelp out of the water, Koibu?
We're gonna find out. Give me. I mean, it's already trying to grab you. You don't need to make an attack roll to grab onto it. It wants to grapple you, so you just let it and give me a strength check against it. It'll get a
40%?
check at. Oh yeah. Oh, so how do we do strength checks with enlarge? Because it doesn't. Oh, I know how we do it. I will increase his max carrying capacity by 40% and then measure that against what strength score that would create. So what is your raw strength score, Archie?
17.
Which means you can carry 220 pounds max press. So 220 times 1.4 is 308. So 18 strength, essentially, for our purposes here.
Based.
And it will make an opposed roll.
So I just make a
rolls
strength
so
check and we
bad.
just pretend it was an 18. We just add +1.
Yeah, we'll just add +1. It only rolls a 20.
Versus
You roll
a
a 30. Yeah, you give a couple of good yoinks, and at first some kelp just breaks off. Then you like wrap your arm around a large kelp, and many strands together is much stronger than each individual one. And yoink! And all of a sudden, after like a bit of a tug, there's this like freedom of movement. And all of a sudden, you can just roll the kelp up onto you. Instead of yanking the entire creature up, you essentially like rip the upper realms of the kelp off of the thing that lays below, detaching it from the main body and ruining, like destroying the creature. It is
amazing. He's just
destroying
one-shot
its
it.
arms. Yeah. I mean, the creature's alive, but you've ripped its arms off, so it can't reach the boat anymore. And now the boat is just covered with a pile of kelp.
I think it's my turn.
Yes.
I'm 5. Yep. 2d4 plus 2 magic missile going to the underwater kelp monster. 5.
Ooh, shit for damage.
It's alright.
Underwater kelp monster. It's its turn. John Winters and Sale, would you please each roll me a d20?
Oh, beat
Good
that.
for you, Nick.
Yeah.
All right, Sale, it's coming for you. Its viney, tenderly kelp-like arms reach up to you. It grabs you with a 17, which is enough to get hold of your body or your waist, and it goes to yoink you under the water. Now, you're holding onto that rope. You've got the boat. Give me an opposed strength check. As
Sure
it rolls
thing.
another natural one, and I retire this die.
Which
Three
die
natural
was it?
ones. It was
Was that the pink one?
That was the red one. I should stop using the red one.
I like the red dice.
Yeah.
The third natural one this combat.
Unlucky.
I'm just gonna switch to D30s. It'll just be a little bit easier for me. Here we go. Here we go. What do we do? We pull the die from its casing that is made out of a fallen star.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we're pulling
a
out the
meteorite?
meteorite die.
Hardcore.
Uh-huh. My favorite die, made from
That
an
is
actual
so cool.
meteorite stone. Let's do it. So yeah, you managed to avoid it yoinking you down. Even though you fail, it fails, so like nothing happens. And it's your turn, so. Yes, it's grabbed you, but it, you're holding onto the ship, and it's like sadly pulling on your legs.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm gonna try to just destroy water. I assume in like I haven't cast a spell before, so I'm kind of like not sure what it's gonna do. So I'm gonna try and destroy water directly on the creature, so that the force of the ocean rushing in will like do something. And also, this creature is not really built to be out of water, so I think Combine the fact that it's going to be out of water and there's going to be like a massive amount of force. I think this thing's going to get fucked up.
Yeah, and you're doing 27 cubic feet, which is a 3 foot by 3 foot by 3 foot zone.
It's quite a lot.
That's a lot. So the key component
That's like a
here
cubic
is
meter of water, right?
yeah, it's a lot of water. That is 1,730 pounds of water.
Jesus.
So it's a lot of force. The key component here is going to be putting the creature in the exact middle of it. So I want you to tell me what sort of roll that should be with a good explanation behind it. Otherwise, if your explanation is not good enough, I'll just pick something. What sort of roll should you make to decide
Always
this?
gonna be the highest.
The two that I would say is like if you want to really fuck me, it's perception because that's my lowest stat. But if you want to like make it cool, then it's omen reading. Like I'm calling on Rohi to do this.
Rogi gave you like the little pings in the water, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, yeah. No, I will. You know what? You already made your omen reading check to figure out where it was. I will give you omen reading at advantage because that's such a good idea.
Nice.
Shit.
Roll it twice. You got to only pass one of them. Oh, perfect. Perfect.
easy.
Beautiful.
You know exactly where the creature is. You destroy water right around it. A whole void appears near the creature and then slams together with the force of 1,100 pounds or whatever that was that we had done earlier.
This thing fucking vaporizes. Like,
Let's see. How to calculate the force of a falling object. Too much math to read right now.
I feel like I just pistol shrimped that thing. Like it's just.
Mm-hmm.
dude, we could like destroy boats with this shit.
I was like, it would be like
Insane.
landmines
Yeah.
or sea mines rather.
Yeah.
Because you do it right underneath a boat, the force of it would mess it up.
I'm actually worried about our boat at this point.
I want you to roll me. God, it's hard to determine this without doing a bunch of math. I might do some math later and change the damage of this based on the research I do, but just to keep the game going, I'm going to say roll me 2d6.
I mean, Neil, just D6 per level would maybe make sense.
Yeah, but it's the
'Cause he
same amount
gets-
of water no
okay.
matter what level he is. It
No,
doesn't.
it's not. It's more water as he levels up, right? So,
Up to 4 gallons of water generated per experience level. Oh, hold on.
Oh, that's right, actually, yeah.
Do you guys have squirrels in London?
yeah. Fucking so many squirrels. Well, hey, how fucked up is this, right? My sister-in-law and her husband decided that there were too many squirrels around their house, and they got an
they should shoot
exterminator in. No, they have guns, but they got an exterminator to come and like lay traps to start killing them all. How
That is
fucking
fucked.
how fucked up is that? Squirrels are cute. I had no
What
idea.
were they doing? Were they like
Are they
fucking with
just
their
walking
shit,
around?
though?
They said that they were scared it was gonna like hurt their baby. I had no idea.
What?
I don't know.
Those damn squirrels. Dan shoots iguanas in his backyard, but those things
but-
are fucking huge.
Dan's a psychopath, though, right? We all agree with
That's
that.
right. We all agree.
Yeah.
I have two pigeons living underneath the roof of my balcony. I just let them chill there. They like breed all the time. There's like a point on my balcony where they go to the bathroom, you know, but it's okay.
Yeah.
I won't deal with it.
Your pigeon porn.
Yeah.
You could do D4 per level now.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be. Let's do D6 per level for now. I'll come up with real math later to justify all this. This might be overpowered or underpowered. I don't know, but give me 3d6. What level spellcaster are you? It's gotta be
4,
D4.
I think.
Yeah. D4 per level, so 4d4 damage.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is pretty good.
9 points as the creature is crushed by the cavitation bubble that appears around it, sort of just smashing the
There we
kelp
go.
and breaking it apart in various pieces, splintering the thing. Captain John Winters, you see this sort of, you feel the tug forward. You can hear the loud thundering crack. In fact, give me a constitution check. Otherwise, you're deafened for a couple of rounds by the
Alright.
you hear the ringing, right? You've got the tinnitus going through
Like
your
an
ears.
archer. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
I'm going down to finish it off. I'm swimming back down to the clam little mouth.
You
things,
can
and
get
I'm
all
gonna
the way
shove my
down,
dagger
buddy.
in it.
You're down
Yeah,
there.
I shoved my dagger in its weird clam mouth.
Give me an attack.
Maybe
roll.
like some of them are already like cracked and broken.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe there's just like one good one left.
It's got high AC. Its core body has really high AC. You're gonna need a really good attack roll.
It's opening and closing though, can I not slip it in?
Yeah, but the opening and closing's a trap. You know, it's trying to get you to reach into it so it can bite you.
Right, okay. Well, I got
Not
nine,
good
so-
enough. No. Any other thing that you can do?
No. Well,
No.
unless you'll let me get a second attack.
You only have the one dagger equipped at the moment, yeah?
Yes.
All right. Then
But
that's
if the
it.
thing grabs me,
It hasn't.
maybe it hasn't. Yeah. Okay.
No.
Maybe I'll get 2 next round.
Okay. Let's go to initiative order. The other one is just out of combat entirely.
I'm out of first level spells, so just gonna do like a nice like Orange Justice like Fortnite dance, I guess. There's not really much else I can do.
I'm gonna ask
I
you to
just
do
like
it in
to say
person.
Archie is completely like this spell that Sal just has is insane to him. He's so excited about this. He thinks this is the coolest fucking thing he's ever seen in his life. Well, I guess I'll roll initiative.
All right, Archie, you are first.
Can I reach any of the kelp?
Wait, I'm on 4 as well now.
Oh,
Don't know why I
there
didn't
you
update.
are now. Yeah, there is some kelp on the surface, but it's the kelp that you've already removed. You don't see the creature anymore, just the regular kelp in and around the boat.
Ah, fuck it, I'm diving down.
All right, you throw yourself into the water.
Oh,
Whoosh, deep down below. What would you like to do?
so you said bludgeoning damage doesn't work at all underwater, yeah?
Yeah, you
So I,
just move
like,
too
punch
slowly
it.
through the water to punch anything with effect.
Is there like anything soft? Any eyes or anything?
Give me a perception check as you swim down to the creature where you can see the captain with a knife, like trying to get it into this thing, and he's most like just stabbing the kelp, which isn't doing anything, or knocking off the sides of the barnacles. You can't spot any weak points. There's just like this blob of rocky, kelpy something with these barnacle-y, shellfishy teeth, mollusky teeth,
I didn't think
points
this
all
through.
over it. Classic Archie.
Well, I guess in character, I would. Oh, I think Archie would try to punch this thing underwater. Like, honestly.
Yeah, I
Um,
mean, go ahead, give me an attack roll.
Yeah.
Do it. You boop it. Nice.
Yep.
Captain Winters,
Um,
you see Archie booping the creature. It doesn't look like it's
I
working.
see it. All right, I'm going to need to surface, so acting quickly, I want to draw my second dagger and get both attacks off before I start floating.
All right.
Yeah.
Offhand and main hand, do your dual wielding penalty, whatever nonsense.
I don't have any, so
Oh, high dex. Oh.
yeah.
Oh, aren't you fancy?
20 and 20?
So they both hit.
Oh, yes.
That's the magic number.
We did it, lads.
We did it, boys.
Hold on, he could.
8
oh
damage.
my god.
There we go.
Yeah.
I stab both daggers into it, and then I see it start to. I don't know what. I don't know how I know
It just
it's dead,
stops.
but I grab both of my daggers and float back up with them, and give Archie a wink as I go past him.
And the party bolts to the surface. And we take our first break, and we will be back on the other side with more Tides of Death. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Tides of Death. Our party has survived the encounter.
We did it.
Archie
There was
had
never
a
a worry.
huge Woo!
Pull
I am
myself back to the surface. Throw on
I'm in
myself
awe.
onto the boat. Sorry. Good.
I'm in awe of two things, like the fact that the destroy water worked and the absolute size of the splash Archie made as he went into the water.
Archie's gonna climb up on the boat and like lift sail up into the air, and like he thinks that spell is the coolest shit he's ever seen. He's so in love with this right now.
This is like everything Sale has ever wanted.
Never
is,
wanted.
Like, just someone to, like just someone to like him. It's like, so, he's like reveling.
Yeah, it's like that was sick. John, did you see that? Did you see that you were underwater? Did you see what this guy did? It was crazy.
I saw it, Archie. Yeah. He saved us.
Nilrum's gonna kind of like pat himself off a little. He keeps it in, but a little pissed off that they're reveling about his water spell when he did the magic missiles, he did the brunt of the damage, and he made Archie big so that he could kill the kelp monster. Nilrum kind of pats himself off and he takes it with stride, I guess.
Pats himself off is a weird way to word that.
He's getting the water off, got water on his shot.
Yeah. I lie on my back panting. I like, as Archie's beaming about Sale's spell, I just give like a lazy like thumbs up in the air and like arm back down. Amazed that we've survived, really.
You told us about the bings in the water, right? The pings? I'm asking Sale, out of character.
Yeah, I think I pointed and said there's something in the water over here.
Yeah.
How many was there? There was 4, right?
I would have interpreted that
Uh-huh.
as it was like moving into position, maybe.
That makes sense. Okay.
Archie's gonna go and fix up the boat with his carpentry. I assume we have some spare wood. We have some tools on the boat.
Yeah,
Well, I
you're
don't know
gonna
if we got. Oh, if we do have spell, I was going to say we could like take some from the big boat, maybe.
you're gonna
Yeah.
be able to sort of break some things back into place, make some sort of makeshift repairs, but
Yeah,
you're gonna need like to pull it up onto some dry piece of land and have like proper tools to really fix it. At best, you can sort of mitigate the damage a little bit. You're still gonna need to be like have someone bailing out the boat constantly in order to keep yourself from sinking.
I
you'll need to
just
dry
want
dock.
to make sure it gets to a point where it's not going to get worse throughout, like at least our journey home.
As long as you have someone constantly repairing it, constantly bailing out water, you'll be able to make it anywhere.
Okay.
Do we feel like we can take 2 boats home right now?
No, of course not.
I feel like we need to get our boat onto the other boat. No.
Oh, can it fit?
No. You,
I mean,
Okay.
no, really.
there's no way you could fit your boat onto the other boat.
Wait, why not?
What if we
Well,
tow
first
it?
off, let's just
Could
look at
we
the
tug it?
2 sizes. Like, how would you physically fit one boat on the other? You know?
Yeah, no, I don't do that.
So we'd have
Tug
to-
it, right?
Yeah, we
We'd
have to go back
tie it,
and then...
but then someone would have to be in our boat to shovel the water out of it, right?
Yeah,
That's
like you
true.
might be able to tow one boat behind the
Yeah.
other, but even that is
Yeah.
going to be difficult. And this other boat is still like listing pretty hard to one side, and
Well, I
you're
mean-
still sort of caught within this like large kelp area.
Yeah, but that's the reason why we're here. We're not just going to leave.
Sure.
Here's what we do, right? We put the drum on one boat. We drum for a bit until we're ahead of the other one. Then we go back on the other one. We drum for a little bit, get that one, and we leapfrog them all the way home. Easy peasy.
The boats will
Archie will
drift
suggest
if
this
you're
in
not
character.
if you are not on a boat, like actively steering it. It will just drift with the tide, switching back and forth between the boats.
All right, so I get back to my feet. I pick up my lasso again that I dropped over here, and I lazily start to spin it around. I'm going to try and do what I was doing and throw a rope over to this other ship so I can get over there.
Now that there's no monsters attacking you, you can take 10 minutes to achieve this problem.
Do it right. Okay, so
Yeah.
I will then.
Every time you miss, Archie will fucking laugh at you.
We need attack rolls.
I'm out of Archie's favor now. I've been replaced by Sail. I see how it is.
Face.
I make the rope kneel and then I tightrope walking across the rope to over here.
Did he need an attack roll or no? Oh, sorry.
27?
I thought he...
Oh, you
Oh,
want an
no.
attack roll for the?
Yeah, because Archie's gonna laugh at you, so we got to see how long he laughs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ah,
first
not
try.
at all.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I get over here. I'm going to start exploring the ship. I look around.
Nilrum will be bailing water, I guess, and seeing if Archie can kind of fix it mid.
Yeah, the two of you can work to righten the boat as best as possible. Captain Winters, you will find that this boat has suffered some serious damage to it. Like your boat, the sides of it have been sort of ripped open. The upper railing has been destroyed in many places. The top deck is more or less fine, but the walls are in trouble. And as you head down to below decks, you can see that there's quite a bit of water down there. Not on the deck directly below you, but the deck below that is got quite a bit of water going through.
Do I feel like it could be salvaged though? If it could be got to a port?
You'll have to give a full and proper inspection. And while you're giving it this full and proper inspection, you're going to notice a couple of things. First off, there's a lot of stuff missing from this boat. Any given ship should be laden with supplies enough to feed the crew, water the crew. There should be some amount of money here. There's whatever cargo they're shipping. Rarely, it's very, very rare that a ship sails with like nothing, right? But this is, there's rope here. There's like some hammers and boards over here. There's a box of nails, but like the food is gone. Most of the water is gone. Any sort of like goods it would have hauled, because this is definitely a cargo ship, is gone. When you get to what is clearly the captain's quarters at the back of the ship, all of the accoutrements, all of the like nice stuff that makes the place livable is missing.
Yeah. What
except
about
for a note that has been left on the desk with a knife stabbed it into the desk.
Is the knife nice?
Yeah, it's not magical, but it's,
No, yeah.
it's a cool knife.
Nice.
Is it better than my spare dagger? Yeah.
Where did you get? I don't remember what the quality of your dagger. Tell me about it.
Just from a basic, just from a blacksmith, It's
Yeah,
nothing
this is a
special.
much better dagger. This is someone put some time and effort into it. If you were to see it, you'd be like, "Oh, that's a cool dagger." And yours is sort of like, "That's a regular dagger."
Now I have a fancy rapier and a fancy dagger.
Fancy dagger. That's base.
I will, take the dagger, pocket it, or sheath it, and read the note.
I will just hand it to you, and then you can decide, Captain, if you want to give it to others or read it to others.
I love it.
There you go. I've handed it to you. It is the abandoned ship note in roll 20. So we're going to go to the others while you read that. Other players. What are you doing?
Nilrum's bailing water, trying to see if Archie can fix the ship. He's actually gonna stop bailing water for a little bit and bang the drums, and he wants to see if they will fix the ship.
If they will fix the ship?
Yeah, these are magical fucking things. I don't know. Maybe they fix ships too.
Nope. They reach for the oars. They attempt to move the ship. The
I
ship is
stop
held
it.
fast, and they stop.
Cool.
Oh my god.
Sail. What about you?
I'm going to kind of see that Nilrum and Archie are working on the boat. And I'm like, well, too many cooks spoils the broth. They don't need me. And I see Captain Winters went over. So I'm going to be like inspecting the water. See like, can I like start dislodging some kelp? Is maybe more of the kelp around the other ship? Does it like look like the other stuff? The monstrous kelp.
Yeah.
Do I like yeah.
It doesn't look like the monstrous kelp. It looks, at this moment, it looks like you're just sort of stuck in this morass of other stuff that is like, the kelp had grown up or come up and like attached to your oars, and it seems to just like still be stuck to your oars, but it isn't moving on its own anymore. It isn't moving any more than just with the flow of the water.
Yeah, I'll just start cutting the kelp off best I can, like freeing the ship.
It'll take you probably take you a couple minutes per oar, so probably take about an hour or so to free the boat from all the kelp that has already entangled onto you. That'll do it. I heard an exclamation from Captain Winters. Would you like to tell me what your actions are at this point?
Yeah, I finished reading the note. I roll it up. I open my pocket, and I look down and realize I was happy with myself that I now have a fancy rapier and a fancy dagger. But I remember that the monster stole my rapier. Alas. So I just have a fancy dagger. But I will start frantically looking around the ship with my ears peeled, Neil. I'm hearing, I'm listening. for a cat. I'm looking for a cat. This cat's worth a fortune. I need to find it.
Yes. You scour the ship, and sure enough, you do find a cat.
It's
It is gathered around what appears to be a pile of miscellaneous foodstuffs that are really not good cat food, and a water barrel that has been, opened or tipped on its side into like a bucket or a bunch of buckets, and then part of like the lid left on. So there's just a large cache of water left for this cat.
Amazing. All right. I crouch down and I go, Mamushi, come on, come here. And I try and get its attention. How's it?
Give me an
looking? Is it nervous?
unproficient animal handling check.
Is it?
It's whiz divided by 2.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Nick. Oh, my
Its
God.
cat bristles. The fur on it goes up. Its tail grows like 6 times in size as it poofs big. It lets out a and throws itself at you with an attack roll.
No, come on.
Natural
Just
18 on the
grab the
attack
scruff.
roll.
Okay.
What does it
Cat
do?
will-
1d2?
It does 1 point of damage as it leaps into your face and digs its claws in and rakes across your cheeks, dealing an actual point of damage to you.
Okay. Fuck. Initiative? Or
I mean, you don't have to engage. You can just back off if you want.
I'd like to get it off my face though. Yeah.
That's not hard. Yeah, it's not
Okay.
gonna like cling to your face forever. It's not a face hugger.
All right. Cool.
You can back
so
away,
I
and it
back-
just
I
kinda
back
like-
off. I leave it alone.
It turns
I
sideways,
look-
makes itself big.
I look around for like a barrel.
Yeah, there's a bunch of empty barrels here.
Okay. I want to get one of these barrels, and I want to find a place to put it where I can leave it open, right, with the lid on top of it resting, and then I want to, bearing the brunt of Mamushi's attacks, I want to shove all of its food into the barrel.
Okay. Yeah. That's not too hard. The cat is happier to stay away from you than it is to get close to you. So as you shovel the food, it just backs up and hisses.
What does the cat look like?
Yeah, what's the cat look like? True.
this
It
roll?
is
Do you want me to grab my cat?
a hotness roll for the cat.
It's one of the
It-
weirder things said.
Is a 12? No, it's
It's
a,
hot.
A nice cat.
yeah, average range is 8 to 13, right? So it's on the upper end of average. It doesn't look anything special. It's mostly black across its back with like a white chest, and its 2 front paws are like half white. It's like little mittens just on the front toe sections, and the rest of it is black.
Mr. Mamushi. Is it? I guess I don't know.
Yeah, my
All
cat's
right,
named Nekomamushi, yeah. Oh, sorry.
I'm gonna try and wait maybe for 5 or 10 minutes for the cat to try and get the food and chill out. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not gonna go to get food in 5 or 10 minutes. You're a threat. You're on its ship. It fucking hates you. It just like
Yeah.
yowls and screams. In fact, from the other ship, you guys begin to hear this like very distant sound of a cat like caterwauling.
Archie's
gonna-
eyes will widen and he'll look over and he's fucking terrified.
I'll yell
Right.
over at Winners. Are you good?
Yeah, I'm good. Hang on, I found some wood. I want to grab some of the boards, Neil, and bring them to the deck.
Yeah, there's some spare boards on ship. You can grab them, hop up back on deck, and tightrope walk your way back with the boards.
Even easier with the boards, right? That's how they do it, right? That's how they do it.
That
They've got
is
a
how they
pole.
do it.
They have a
like,
singular
the
pole,
boards are
not
different
like
than
an
poles, yeah.
armful of
Yeah,
boards.
but it makes it easier.
I don't think so. I think the armful of boards makes it harder.
I was gonna say, when he gets halfway, can I like grab the rope and just start fucking with him?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you get a 30. That's good.
Oh,
enough.
yeah, that's good enough.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. You
All
can.
right, get across.
Mhm.
I hand the boards to Archie, and I shake my head and say, "This ship's fucked. The whole
notice-
bottom deck's flooded."
You notice he's got fresh bleeding claw marks on either side of his face.
Archie
Let me-
will look at John very seriously, and he'll look him in the eyes. Captain, was there a fucking cat on that ship?
Well, I guess
Captain, you
this
know-
gives it away.
Cat's out of the bag. Winters.
I know you
how
don't
I
like-
feel about cats, right?
Yeah, I know, Archie, I know. But this is no ordinary cat. Listen, One thing though, before we get to the cat, is I think we need to be out of here by nightfall. The last captain here left a note. Turns out this thing down here is called a Kelpie, and it was charming his men, and they were diving to the depths to their doom come nightfall. So I don't think we should be sticking around.
But what about the cat?
Yeah, well, with the cat, funny, the captain said that he left the cat here with enough food and water, and it says that if anyone rescues it and brings it back to a guy called Wilmington in an island called Okastar, or a town called Okastar. You guys ever heard of that?
Would Nilrum know? He's been living on the.
I don't. Maybe.
What do you want? Int?
I want like an int check at like -10.
Okay, I'm just gonna roll it and we'll take 10 off.
Yeah. Yeah. You've heard of Okastar. It is.
Of course I have.
Nice. Where is
Okastar
it?
is a
Far?
town. It is a town on the island of Kolrogia. It is known for its salt flats. It's inhabited primarily by dwarves, and this is an area where they'll let in seawater and then use valves to shut it off, and then let the seawater evaporate and then harvest the salt. It's a salt harvesting island, manned mostly by dwarves. Also some good agriculture and farming.
Okay, one thing about my character, he loves dwarves. I don't have a reason yet, but I'm sure I'll make one.
He hates bards, but he loves dwarves.
He hates bards, but he loves dwarves.
Never met a
He thinks they're
dwarfish
funny.
bard.
He's like, yeah.
Yeah,
look at
he
him
just
go.
thinks, he likes their crass attitude. You know how they're like mean on average. Like, he respects that. Well,
So anyway, this captain, he says that if we return his cat to Olkistar, that we can have her wealth, whatever that means. I'm not
why
sure
didn't
if
she
this
just
was
take her cat with her?
No, her wealth. I think the captain's talking about the cat's wealth, from what I can tell. Let's
The
see.
cat get a fucking.
I don't know. Maybe it's from good stock, you know. Maybe it's
All right.
noble.
Well, who's the best with animals here?
Captain, I'm not going on a ship with a cat. You know our policy back on the ship? I punted the cat we had back then, and I said I'd be on rat duty for the rest of the time on that ship. And I committed to that. I'm not taking this cat with us.
I
But
understand, Archie. This
I love
cat's
cats.
worth a fortune. This cat's worth a fortune, Archie. It's treasure. It's not a pet. Just
How
listen.
much are...
If we're gonna get out of here by nightfall, you need to fix the ship, Archie. So you don't need to worry about the cat for now.
Are we gonna come back for this ship, Winters? Maybe we could send people to fix it.
It's pretty fucked, Nilrum. The whole bottom deck's flooded. There's holes in the hull.
All right.
I think if we could get it back to a port, maybe. But
Let's
I
get the
think
cat.
right now, yeah, we haven't got time.
Yeah, I love
Alright.
cats. I'll help.
Can you think the two of you can make the crossing here?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What do you want, Dex?
Tightrope walking, unproficient, so half
Dex.
dex.
Half Dex.
Rather than tightrope walk, can I like hang from it and like crawl slowly across?
I could help him on the other side and pull him up.
Nilrum falls in. He just swims to the boat.
Nice. You can swim to the boat, pull yourself up on the rigging there.
Oh, okay.
Does a kelp monster grab you?
That's fine. No, you're good. You're good. Sail, you want to wrap and pull yourself across? I would like a successful strength check from you.
Sure thing.
Easy peasy.
Nice. All right.
Pull yourself
I assume I
across.
don't have to roll a third tightrope.
No,
walking
you're
check
fine.
now.
I need just one moment. Hold on.
Yep. Probably a good time to appreciate how good Koibu is at building tension and then making you feel like a genius when you like defeat
Yeah,
him.
work it out. Yeah. Yeah, he's really good at that. Some of the moments over the years, like the tension is just insane.
Yeah, 'cause
Especially
I-
like a year down the line when you don't want to lose your character, you know.
for sure.
I don't want to lose Anton anymore.
No.
I want
Okay.
him to live.
Character.
Sorry about that. You guys
Okay.
make it across, except for Archie, who continues to keep the bail out the boat and fix it.
Yep.
All right. I move
Do you want any
silently,
checks or
Neil.
anything? Probably not, right?
No, it's a easy task. No checks.
I move silently back to where the cat was, and I'm hoping that it's going to be in the barrel, and then I want to clasp bullet on it.
You do move silently. The cat is not in the barrel.
Unlucky.
Shit. Where is it?
It's just nowhere to be seen.
Oh, fuck.
Somewhere on the ship, clearly.
I'm gonna give my best, like, kitty, 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 and go around and try to find the ship.
Yeah.
Keep in mind the cat is named after my cat, so like a +1.
I was gonna say,
if
give me an
possible.
unproficient animal handling check. I will give you a +1.
Thank you. That's not even divided,
It's gonna
so
be a
it doesn't
fail.
hit. Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Sail? You giving me an unproficient animal handling check? It's half your willpower. Wisdom willpower.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like getting on the ground and like lying around, like seeing if I can find him first, and then like when I do find him, I'm not gonna like make eye contact with him. I'll just like lie near him, see if I can make him be friends with me.
Yeah. 8 and 8 is 16. No, you guys will find the cat, but it is pretty pissed, pretty angry, pretty scared. Doesn't know who these strangers are, and it's been left alone for a long time. And it's eating like shit human food. So it just sort of
fuck the
bristles, hides from you, lurks underneath the table, and if you try and go for it, like bites at you and scratches at you.
We don't have all day, winners. Just grab the fucking cat.
Yeah, I mean, I try and...
I'll tell him how to grab it by its scruff. You just grab it by its scruff, and it's completely disabled.
I try and wait for it to be distracted by Sail or Nilrum, and then make a dive from the shadows at it.
Right, gets an opportunity attack. Well, it should roll for surprise first. No, you don't manage to catch it by surprise. It does make its opportunity attack. It is only a 9, so it starts to scratch at you, but it gets your clothing, which is thick enough to avoid the worst of the damage. Give me an attack roll against AC 14.
AC 14.
Yeah, it's fucking cat. You ever try
Amazing.
and grab a cat that doesn't want to be grabbed? That shit's
Wait,
hard.
hold on. He's just trying to grab the cat. Isn't it just 10?
Yeah, I mean, grabbing a cat that doesn't want to be grabbed is a difficult thing.
No,
I
the
struggle with
the cat's
this.
AC comes from Dex, so
Yeah.
it should be
that's true,
14.
that's true.
Yeah.
I got it.
There you go. You get a hold of the creature, it yowls, it scratches, your clothes will get the best of it, and you can chuck it in a barrel and close the lid.
Yeah, okay. I hoist the barrel onto my shoulder with an arm over the lid and I'm like, alright, let's go. That one looks easy to catch.
Yeah, this one is 2 of the 6, so he doesn't really care.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, so I now need to tightrope walk across with the cat in the barrel, which might prove difficult.
Yeah, but if you fall, I think it's an insignificant thing, right? If you fall in the water, you can just swim back over unless you're afraid that there might be something in the water.
I mean, I'd like to avoid the water. I'm worried about the cat
Give me your
drowning or something.
tightrope walking check at -2.
Come on, Nick. We need this.
Oh, shit.
Ooh, you and the cat both tumble in.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Really? Wait, hang on. But I passed like multiple times before, Neil.
Yeah, but you're carrying
I
a big
rolled-
barrel with a cat that's moving in it. It requires a new check.
No, I know, but I rolled 2 checks last time, I think. It doesn't matter.
You already rolled this one.
You've already,
Right.
yeah.
Don't drown the cat, Neil. I'm.
That would be
I'll
fucked
genuinely
up.
be- I'll genuinely be annoyed. Yeah, okay.
Not
let's not
the
drown
cat. It's in a barrel. The lid is closed. It's watertight.
Okay.
Cat's
okay,
fine.
Good.
The cat's fine.
You're gonna piss everybody off if you drown it.
Yeah, the barrel floats away from you. You go after it. You grab it. You paddle your way towards the other boat. And with Archie's help, you can slowly lift it on. Nothing in the water comes for you.
Amazing. All right. We get everyone back onto the boat. All right. It's a shame to have to leave this thing here, but let's hope that this is a rich cat. And
We set off, I
Let's
guess.
stay with the fucking barrel.
I'm gonna take a big mental note as we leave. The whole time, you guys are just gonna man the ship. I'm gonna try and remember my way back to here. I think that this ship is still worth something. Knowing our ship is worth was like a few 100,000 copper, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's salvage here. This is worth something. We might even be able to tell the lady about it, and she might be able to do something about it.
Now, the
I'm
only
gonna
way
keep big
you're going to be
mental
able to remember your way back here is if you can get a star position. So you would need to wait for it to be night to be able to examine the stars and use, proper tools to
We
get
could
the
just go a
exact
mile
location.
away, right? We can go a mile
Yeah.
away and then memorize the stars.
Yeah,
Say
that's a
on
good
Cat's
idea.
darkness on the sun.
what I want to do, Neil, is I imagine the cargo hold's not that deep. It's probably only like a few feet.
You can put a body
on
on there. Yeah.
on this boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just not that deep at all. Lots
So
of
I want
rocks
to
down there
sit.
for ballast.
I want to sit in the hatch, and then let the cat out of the barrel in the hold.
Excuse me. Actually, because you have this hole inside of your ship, that section is like flooded with water. Like you're bailing out the boat so it's not sinking, but the bottom of your boat does have like a lot of water built up in it. You can totally sit in the water if you want, but just
But
to
I just
let you
don't
know,
want to. I
you'll
don't
be
want to suffocate
submerged.
the cat. I want to try and like make friends with the cat. So I guess I'll sit there with the lid off the barrel, kind of tilted upwards, so it's like a slope for it if it were to try and run out. And I'll like give it a bit of food, and I'd leave it alone.
That
But
cat
no.
will see.
Far away from this situation as humanly
Yeah,
possible.
yeah. You rolled that 1 on your animal handling check earlier, so give me another animal handling check here, and don't botch it. Really, really don't botch it.
I will botch it, Neil. I got a D20 plus 6.
Oh, can you even pass it? Yeah, you need like a 20.
Oh my god.
Oh, I did it. You
All
nailed
right.
it. Nice.
You do it gently. You take your time. You motion the kitty towards you. Slowly but surely, over the course of many hours, the cat chills out. A little bit.
Fantastic. Mr. Mamushi. That's what I'm calling him.
Absolutely based.
Yeah.
We wait a mile out. I will try my best to memorize the stars and see where we're at. You want?
It looks like Sail has succeeded in freeing the boat of the immediate kelp nearby, and it'll take some time to get the boat turned around and paddling out to sea and keep moving the kelp away from the boat. It's a bit of a cumbersome process to free yourself from this area, but you can then row out to sea some distance and wait for the night to fall. Give me a successful navigation check, Mooten, to get the exact coordinates of your place down. You do have some seafaring tools on the ship now that you've resupplied and gotten the base level of gear.
We're
so you
good.
feel like you
24.
have a pretty good idea of where you are, and that at night, at least, you could remake your way to this same spot. Or, within a mile or two of this same area.
Yeah.
You can't get,
And then you can kind of find it.
Yeah, it's not GPS level of quality. It's within, 50 miles or something.
Cool. No, I'm happy with that.
However,
Well.
there's more to it than that.
Oh, dear.
The cat turns into a wolf.
It's a werecat.
As you are
Laugh all you
taking your star coordinates here at night, and the wind is dying down, and the waves are not small, but sort of gentle. You see something in the water. At first, it's just a little bit of movement. It doesn't really, there's always something moving in the water, something bobbing by, maybe like a fish jumps out or whatever. Something sort of catches your eye, and as you go to look at it, you see a humanoid begin to emerge from the water.
I cover my fucking ears and I tell everybody to do the same.
You will need to make a saving throw versus spell at -2.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ouch.
Me covering my ears didn't do anything?
Yeah. Does not help you.
No.
Oh, that's still a pass. No, it was just Mooten needed to do it. So you see this
wow.
thing that crawls out. It is a grotesque mockery of a female human. It is sort of clad in these green clothes that, as your eyes adjust to the situation, are clearly just like huge piles of rotting kelp coming across her. It's very clearly and obvious to you that this is some sort of hideous monster that lives beneath the waves.
I mean, I tell the boys to fucking book it.
Yeah, get to drumming.
Get to drumming and, yeah. I'll cast Fog Cloud.
I'll tell Nilrum I can do the same when this one runs out.
Yeah, so I cast Fog Cloud. It's going to obscure the vision. I'm going to send it towards it, and we're just going to fucking row.
Need my D4.
Oh, does this ship have a sail?
This ship does have room for just one sail. Yes.
Could I theoretically use my air elemental thing, Dust Devil, to like push the boat faster?
No, because it doesn't provide wind in one direction.
It just spins, yeah.
Yeah, it just spins. It would probably cause more damage than help.
Yep.
So the creature, it does appear. You manage to pass your save. The drums can get going. This is one of those instances where the speed with which you can begin to sail and move is going to be important. So who is the drummer? I think it's Archie, yeah?
It's probably usually Archie, right?
Yeah.
Archie, I need that seamanship check from you to get the boat going before this creature can act again. All right. You guys get the
Does
fuck
he
out of
roll-
there.
Does he roll
Okay.
anything else, this guy? Holy shit.
All right, you go on. You get the fuck out of here. You head back towards the islands. You're fine.
We're safe.
Was there ever any wonder?
No, there wasn't. It was always going to be fine.
I feel like Archie is like hitting in some extra beats on the drum, and I like instinctively start dancing to it.
Yeah. Necrodancer.
Right. You guys make your way back towards the Dardanelles. Where is
Well, I
it?
know how to get there, right?
Yeah,
We're going to
yeah,
the
absolutely.
island with the cat.
That's what
Wait,
I was
are we?
gonna
Are we going? We're going straight to Okasai.
Fuck it, why not? We should just do it.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Um,
Have we repaired
well-
our boat enough that we're not like fucked?
You are going to go more slowly than you would when you get back to your main island. We can talk about base ship repairs, because clearly you can't repair it anywhere else than in your harbor at this point in time. So until
It's not
then, you
enough
guys are
to-
going to be
to drag it on land on another island and fix it there.
no, because you're going to need like supplies and tools, and you have supplies and
Okay.
tools back on your base, but you'd have to like
We should
cut down
just-
trees and plane them, and you'd have to get yourself tar and hammers, and like you'd need all the supplies which can't be found.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's
We
at
don't-
our base, you said, yeah?
Right, it's at your
Yeah.
base. At your base.
Well, I
you can
guess
fix
it
the ship.
depends where Okastar is
Yeah.
relative to the base.
Where is it at?
Okastar is the next island over. It's next to Summerland. One more island. So if it's roughly a day between each of these, a little less, and you guys were way out over here somewhere. So heading back to here or heading it over there. So this would probably be 2, 3, 4. You'd expect it to be about 4 days to the island or in 2 days home.
And
I'm
how
going
many
to-
days from home to the island? Another
4.
4.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd
What are
like
you
to inform the party that I feel like I'm incredibly close to a breakthrough in my study of Rohi, and that maybe some rest.
Maybe we should head back. Yeah, I
But
too
we'd have,
feel like.
but if we're gonna head back, we have to head back for a week.
Hmm.
That's a fact. I
Mhm.
think
You'll
in
have
this
to head
game.
That's
back.
all right.
It'll take a while to
But that
repair
is
the
all right.
ship.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, we can make friends with the cat a bit more.
we just can't lose the cat in this house.
Yeah.
We won't lose the cat. Oh shit! What if it falls down into
That's what I'm worried about. If it falls
into,
down,
into a gelatinous cube? No,
I
we'll just
think-
we'll lock it in a room. It'll be safe.
I think this should be super. Well, it's up to the party. We'll have a vote. Nilrum says, I think we should just go. We're already in the ship. It's not too far away. Let's just go there, drop off the cat, see what they got, and then head back. It shouldn't be a big deal. But it again is up to the party.
Sure thing. We can do that. I don't know. We are fugitives. We have a damaged boat. You know, we're starting to build a name for ourselves.
I think it's too risky. If we need to outrun the White Prince, we need to be at top speed.
Okay.
Maybe we don't have a big enough name yet to where, you know, these random ships that we pass by would cause a problem for us. Maybe we are now because I think we've done a lot more. You know, we've made a name for ourselves, like in a big way, especially on White Sands.
Yeah, and Flotsam.
Mhm.
I think we should go back. I think it's not worth the risk to save 2 days.
Okay.
We're gonna have to
wouldn't
wait
save
that
2
week.
days. It saves a week.
Well, we're gonna have to do that at some point anyway. It just means that we'll have gone to that island beforehand, but we'll still have to spend that week afterwards.
Yeah, we just wouldn't have to spend that week with the cat.
Yeah,
Can I-
Well, I like the car. We're getting on quite well. Seems nice.
What do you
Get back
think?
to the base, then Archie can be on the other side of the base. Stay away from Mr. Mamushi here.
What do you think, Archie? You hate the cat, right? Would it be better just to get rid of it quickly?
I do want to get rid of it quickly. Yeah, as quickly as possible. I just want to stay the fuck away from it.
Well, let's do a vote. I vote we just immediately go there. We're already on the way. It'd be quicker.
Sale, what do you vote?
I am going to. I'm going to abstain. I think both choices are valid.
What do you say, Archie?
I'll go with whatever the captain says.
Then we're going back. Nice,
2-1.
nice bit of democracy for you there, Nilrum.
No size.
All right.
All right, head south.
2 days later, you find yourself back home.
I assume Nilrum has the spell to open the door and whatever.
He does. He whinges about it. He complains. He says, we could have already gone. We'd already been there. And he opens it.
Yeah.
He walks to his mage wizard locked room and locks himself in there.
I take my cat in my barrel and I go to the room and I want to close the door. If there's a toilet here, I'm making sure there's a lid over it so the cat doesn't get into the gelatinous cube.
There's no lid for the toilet. It's just sort of an open pit.
Okay, but I'm going to find one,
There are rooms without toilets, is what
There
he's
are
saying.
rooms without toilets. Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, not a problem.
Yeah, well, no, I want it in my room, so I want to find something that I can use as a lid.
Okay, but
Well, what is your room?
Exactly.
Oh, I don't know. If my room doesn't have a toilet, that's fine.
I think your room doesn't have a toilet. The only one that
Okay,
does
yeah,
is the
yeah.
captain's quarters, and that is wizard
Which is
locked.
Wizard locked, yeah.
Ridiculous, not for long. It's fine for now.
Does dispel magic work on wizard lock?
It does.
Yeah, it would, yeah.
But you guys don't know what wizard lock is, so
It's true.
I make a little nest for the cat. And once I'm pretty sure the door's secure, I'll let him out of the barrel.
Yeah.
Get him some food and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, Wiley and Bobby are here, and as the cat comes on through, both of them take a keen interest in this. They've been alone together for a little while now. Wiley seems pretty pleased with the situation. He likes having crew again. He likes having a subordinate, and Bobby likes Wiley because Wiley's not threatening to kill him all the time and didn't attack him and take him prisoner. But at the same time, Wiley's got that hand knife. So Bobby keeps a proper respectful distance.
Oh,
told
how's he done
Bobby
with the
to-
cleaning? Has he done well?
He's done well. It's a big ass place, so the most of it's been done. The cobwebs have been taken down, the floors have been swept, but there's still stains here. There's mold over there. This could be set up better. The kitchen area is functional, but there's still shit in crates. It could be better distributed. There's a lot of work to be done, and this kid hasn't finished it all.
Yeah, Archie will take him by the collar and kind of drag him through and show him all the places. He'll be firm, but also kind of nice with it. He knows how to, train people on the ships and make them clean shit properly.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm going to hang out with the cat, I think. I mean, I'll still eat with the crew and stuff like that, but I make sure the cat's happy and looked after and want him to chill out.
thank you for gracing us with your presence.
You're welcome. Mr. Mamushi is a good draw, but I suppose I do have to eat at some point. I think I probably baby talk the cat oh, isn't Archie so mean? Isn't he horrible? Why
I think
is he so
that
nasty?
cat fucking hates you.
No, mate, the cat loves me. Shut up.
Do you guys want to give me?
Get angrier.
You guys want to give me opposed animal handling checks to see which one of you the cat likes better?
Oh,
Yes, absolutely.
No, he's got high wisdom. Oh, bastard.
Nope. He hates Nilrum. Fuck the cat.
Ah.
Oh.
8 and 7.
We
is
all fail. The cat doesn't
15,
like anyone.
8. Yeah, the cat doesn't take to any of you guys whatsoever.
What about Willie?
Willie, all right. He has 8
And
willpower, so Willie gets 1d20 plus 4 and fucking kills it.
Nice.
Just kills it.
Nice.
So I imagine, right, the cat is grumpy with everyone that goes near it. He doesn't like it. And then old man Willie with his long beard, and he's dirty and he stinks of grog, comes over and the cat's rubs up against his leg and sits in the crook of his decrepit old arm.
Loves Willie, loves Bobby. He gets along with both of them really easily. And Bobby looks up at you guys and goes, Can we have it? Can we keep it? Is it ours?
Not yet. Maybe not. But it's quite nice having them around. Maybe we can get another cat. It's not so expensive.
You will hear from my room. I'm overhearing this. I'm yelling over my dead body.
Wiley will yell back at you. It'll keep the rodents down. It's good luck to keep a cat aboard a ship.
Yeah, it's good luck to keep an Archie aboard a ship as well.
Aye,
I'm
it
not
is
sure
good
about
luck. I've heard of that one. All right.
All right, we spend our week here. We get the boat fixed.
Yeah,
With
we're
a
here for a
friend
week,
cats.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
It'll
I mean,
take
do we
some
need
time.
a week to level up? Yeah.
You'll need some time to level up. You'll also need some time to repair the boat, and part of that is going to be like hoisting the boat out of the water enough that you can like let it fully drain and let it fully repair. And there are things on the sides to hoist the boat, but with just the 6 of you, it's like a slow process. You might spend like half an hour to like hoist it afoot because you got to like hoist it on this end, on that, and on that end, and then the rope slip, and it's just kind of a process. So it'll like a day to get the ship out of the water, a couple days to fix it. You can lower it in a couple minutes, no problem, and then some time to rest, recuperate any lost wounds.
Yeah.
About maybe not a full week, but a few days.
I'm gonna try and learn lasting breath.
Nice.
We probably need this since you fuckers don't have con.
Yeah, and based on the
so-
events of our session earlier today, I'm gonna give you a plus 20% chance to learn lasting breath because
So I have a
you
95% chance to learn this. I think.
There you go. You've just learned some interesting things. Excellent.
I have learned it.
Lasting
I'm going
breath.
to say that Rohi has blessed you, Nilrum, with the power of breathing underwater.
No. It was my own intellect that blessed me, not your god.
Give
Okay.
me a D2.
Your arrogance will be your downfall.
D2?
Yeah.
Do I want low or high?
For days to learn lasting
Oh,
breath.
sorry.
It's 2 days.
2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Get some light bass music going on. This can be our bass music for now. You guys are back and able to rest with your friends, with this cat. Archie, you want to tell us a little bit about why you hate cats?
Yeah, so when Archie was in service of the Rowan family, back when he was a kid, right, where he had to work off his debt, the family was pretty like decent to him. They didn't really mistreat him or anything. There was this one fucking cat in the household that would consistently not just like torture him, like jump him and claw him and attack him all the time. It would like fuck shit up, and it would always happen in a way where like it would look like he did it. It really truly felt to him that this cat was trying to fuck him over and like blame stupid shit that the cat was doing on him, and he always got punished by the family for shit that it would like knock over like kegs, it would like spill stuff, it would like claw, it would always look exactly like Archie would have done it. Like they came in and the cat just suddenly disappeared, and Archie was 100% convinced that this cat was like trying to fuck him over and drive him out of the house.
Oh,
And because
lasting
of
breath is
that,
super good.
all cats are bad. Just fuck them all.
Hey, Cab.
He's never met a good one. Maybe this is like a self-fulfilling prophecy kind of thing, but ever since then he hasn't treated a cat well, and they haven't treated him well either.
Did you make lasting breath, Koibu?
Maybe. I don't know.
That's a good ass spell. One creature per
lasting-
level, 1d4 rounds plus 1 round per level.
Nope.
So I can
That's
do
a
like 4 creatures in 4 rounds. That's
that's a
sick.
Tome of Magic spell. I didn't make it.
Did you already say how much XP we're getting?
No, I'm calculating it right
Okay.
now.
Got it.
I need 7k. Thank you.
I'm 400 away.
Yeah, I'm close to rogue level 5.
That one doesn't matter though. It's just a rogue level.
Rogue points.
I should have
You
brought.
get 15, right, to put in the stuff, or is it 30? I can't remember.
I think it's 30, and my backstab goes up to 3 times.
You can backstab any humanoid creature, correct?
Yeah.
That's
yeah, I
of
think
normal size. You can't backstab a giant.
A giant.
No, yeah. But you could backstab like a mermaid.
Yeah, you got to know the right locations on it. So a mermaid might be different because its organs might be in different places. I guess that sort of depend. I don't know. We'd
But like
roll
a
some dice for
goblin,
that one. But a
maybe?
goblin,
Okay.
totally, a bugbear, easy, all that jazz. Elf, no problem.
What happens for like vampires?
I don't think vampires have vital organs because they're undead.
No stake through the heart in this world.
Yeah.
They've got them, they're just not vital.
Well, I mean, then they don't have vital organs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not vital.
It's still a vital organ, right? I don't know.
I'm trying
It
to
was
figure-
once upon a time.
Yeah. Let's see. You guys got experience at the end of last session, or some halfway through last session, didn't you?
We got XP sometime. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
This is
It's
just for
just-
this new encounter.
Just
Cool.
for the Kelpie. Yeah.
And the cat.
And the cat.
Oh, I thought we'd been out longer. Maybe I should have just gone straight. I should have voted for that.
I'll unlock some.
Yeah.
And then let's add.
So fuck them.
Should have brought a pirate fight.
Everybody gets to bring home 654 experience points.
Plus 10%.
If,
654, yeah?
654. If you have the 10%, it's 719. And you all do, yeah? We do this every
Yeah.
time, don't
Yeah.
we?
I only have on one of my classes.
Okay. So 654, 719.
Cool. I'm at 14k.
Nice.
Almost 15, I guess.
Wait, who?
Did
I
that,
asked.
did that get you,
motherfucker.
Potato? Did you get there?
I did. I have levels, so I think it's time to roll hit dice.
Nice. Very exciting. All right, let's see it. You roll a 1d8 plus con mod, and your con mod is 2.
Right, come on. I'm hoping for that 8.
Okay.
All right, Nick. Let's see the one.
Let's see it. Ho-ho! 3.5. Love to see that.
Love
Not
this.
bad.
It's a solid increase there.
Yeah. So, 19 and a half now.
On the day of my inspiration, I'd like to bring the whole party outside, and I'll cast Call Lightning.
Whoa.
Oh,
Now
shit.
this is a powerful spell. It takes you 10 minutes to channel the storm energy around you to make it happen. So
I will say that Nilrum will ask what he's casting. Does he say or no?
Yeah, I'll say I think I can call lightning now.
Let's cast it on the backside of the island so people.
Oh yeah,
Okay, yeah.
for sure. We're gonna do this semi discreetly. Like the people
Yeah.
looking, it'll just look like a thunderstorm.
Cool.
So
I just want to show them to look at the awe of what my god can do.
give me some flavor around what it looks like. What your actions are when you take 10 minutes to summon a storm or channel the storm around you into lightning strikes.
Ah, shit! I didn't really think this through.
What does Sail look like when he is calling lightning out of the sky?
He definitely has his arms spread, and he's very slowly moving them and calling them. And I imagine there's little drops of water by his feet that are just kind of barely levitating. The static electricity is just causing a mist to form around him, and it's like gravity is reversed just for very tiny droplets of mist and air around him as he is chanting or kind of mumbling or sort of speaking. Chanting. Do I want to be chanting? No.
Do his eyes change?
Yeah, I'd say my eyes go like a lightning purple as I'm doing it. Like a bright violet.
Hair starts to stand. Everyone's hair starts to stand on end a little bit.
Hell yeah. Hair starts to stand
Yeah.
out. You start to get tingly bad feelings, your bones start to get, you got a bad elbow, it starts to
Yeah, yeah.
rheumatism sort of stuff.
Yeah, I feel like that taste in the air that it's about to rain.
Yeah. Hell yeah. And I'm gonna basically spend that time just calling down bolts of lightning on the sea. And these are horrific, thunderous. Like if that hit near you, you'd be deafened.
What's the range on it?
lightning.
Oh,
360 yards.
what's that
Yes.
in kilometers?
What's like a
what?
kilometer?
It's
I think?
360 meters.
Oh yeah.
It basically turns me into like a lightning bolt turret. It does 5d8 damage. No, 7d8 damage every round. If I
Every
miss.
turn, every 10 rounds.
Every-
yeah.
Oh,
every
every
10
10
minutes.
Yeah, sorry.
yeah.
How far away is the dock in Flotsam?
That is a great question.
Like, could he stand on the edge of our island and sink the White Prince's ships as they come by?
Oh, shit.
That would be so cool.
The range between your island and Flotsam Island is miles. Is about like 5 miles. So
Oh,
it's
okay.
way too far for you to actually be striking it.
It'd probably be too dangerous if it was that close. Like, people would be able to see us walking around.
Mm-hmm.
All right, awesome. Well, I think once we're all done and the ship's fixed, I think we head out to the island. But if we've got more to roleplay, I think I'll check in with Wiley and ask him how Bobby was doing.
Archie is again like super. He thinks this is so fucking cool. He's like lifting up little Johnny. He's like, "Did you see that? Did you see what this guy can do? Holy fuck, this is so cool." Loves
Bobby's staring, like mouth agape, in awe. As Sail calls down these bolts, Wiley shuffles over to the rest of the party, furrows his brow. I've seen this sort of magic before. I've seen the White Prince's clerics on their warships call down lightning strikes on ships afar. Who is this man? Where does he get these powers? I haven't heard him mention that bastard god Astaire, not once.
I think he talks
I,
to sand or something.
No one will speak up.
Hush now, simpleton. The men are speaking. He looks over to Nilrum.
I can explain
Wow.
inside. Follow me.
And he will walk with you.
I'll motion if John wants to come as well.
Sure.
Okay,
I,
I'm gonna take him.
Archie feels extremely.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, he kind of was an asshole to Archie. I guess I skipped over that. Oh,
Yeah.
I'll wave Archie on too. Come on.
Yeah. I mean, I'll bring Archie with us. If
Yeah.
we're going.
Yeah, you guys can step inside
So
as
we're
the
all going
storms
to
rage.
gossip about Sail, right?
Yeah, I'm
Mhm.
gonna take
I
him
like
down to the. We have 2 rooms, right? We have one lined with silver and one lined with lead.
Mm-hmm.
This is like
Uh,
Sale's like worst nightmare, by the way. He's like, "Oh, guys, come check out this cool thing," and they like stay for 2 minutes and then they leave.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take everybody to the one lined with silver.
Mm-hmm.
Shut the door, and I'm gonna kind of explain to him what me and Captain Winters saw. I will whisper at the lowest tone in his ear, Rohi, and like say the name and see if that rings a bell with him if he's ever heard of it before.
Cocks his head to the side. What was that? Rohi? What's that?
And
What's a
then-
Rohi?
Willie, shut. Willie,
I'll explain to him
Willie, don't
that
say
he
it,
can,
Willie.
yeah, he can never say this again. I thought he would already understand this because I told him what happened when we said it. On the ship, on the rowing ship with Captain Winters, and how
Yeah.
Sail doesn't want us talking about it ever.
Listen, Willie. You ever hear the villagers around here talk about something lurking in the water? How people never wash up on shore alive. You hear about that?
We're in the center of a great maelstrom. Of course no one ever washes up on shore alive.
Ah, well, Sail did. Wield did. And ever since he washed up on that shore, he's been able to do this kind of thing. I wouldn't go around saying that name if I were you. I think whatever's down there taking sailors' souls is the same thing causing those lightning strikes to come down. And, well, it helps me sleep at night to think if he's on our side, he's not on the enemy's.
I nod.
Old man Wiley looks around at the assembled people, furrows his brow, and goes, "Are you serious? You're
I'm
not
deadly serious.
not pulling some prank over here, are you?"
No, Wiley, we're not.
He looks at Archie, and this thing, is associated with sand?
That's how he casts his spells.
He pats Archie on the back. I'm sorry, lad. I didn't mean to come down on you. I thought you were just being stupid.
Listen, Sale is... He's... You know, he wants friends. He's a lonely man. I don't think we should be down here gossiping about him. Let's keep him on side, you know?
Also, he's
We don't
cool
want this
as
guy
hell. Do
turning
you know what
against
the guy
us.
can do? No idea how he does it, but it's crazy.
He does
You
all
tell him
sorts.
that.
You seen him butcher those people? Hanging their heads up on the gate? I didn't see it. Nilrum told me about it.
It was the worst thing I've ever seen. Let's go.
There's a darkness in it. Let's make
Let's
sure
go
we
see
use it to our
Sale.
advantage. Yeah.
This is like in high school, and everyone like suspects one guy to be like a potential school shooter, and they all go up to him and try to make fun of him so he doesn't.
Oh, hey, Sale. How you doing, man? Oh, what are you doing at the weekend? Oh, that sounds great. Yo, we're having a party.
The storm rages, lightning calls down. Sale, you're out there with Bobby, and it takes a moment for you to realize that the others have gone inside. But Bobby's standing transfixed, staring at the storm, when all of a sudden the waves begin to rise, the tides swell forward and begin to crash at the base of the island, sending spray hundreds of feet into the air. Waves far more powerful than should be around this area at this time, even with this call lightning spell. It feels like the waters themselves are turning with seething anger and rage.
I am going to stop what I'm doing, and I assume I noticed this, and it's kind of like, this looks supernatural. This doesn't look...
It does, but you are casting a call lightning spell. Do you think it's the spell that's causing this, or do you think it's another thing that's causing this? What is your interpretation of the like storm surge and the high spray and the big waves?
That would be, to me... I don't know, because it's hard, because the way Rohi, his anger has been described before, is stillness. So this could be like the sea went still and like went like glass, whereas this could be he's like pleased that I've reached this power level. So I'd be like, hell yeah, I'm doing good. I'm like thumbs up on the ocean. I'm doing great, aren't I?
The waves splash up to greet you. The mist coming from them just levitating around you as the static bounces through the air. You can feel I guess your interpretation is pleasure of your patron for reaching new heights and new levels. And I think this is where we will take our second break, and we'll come back on the other side with a little more Tides of Death. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Tides of Death. Our party has rested. The ship is needing some repairs. I would like you to make me a singular carpentry check here, Pokemon. But before you roll it, success means that you've repaired the ship good enough that we never have to worry about it again. Failure means that you've done a pretty decent job of repairing the ship, but like it's not perfect, and the ship has not fully like healed itself, and it's not at full capacity, and you'll need someone who is a shipwright to do the repairs.
Got it.
Are there any spells I could use to help him, by the way? Oh, never mind. You nailed it.
No, this is on him. Nice. Epic carpentry check. It's fine. You patch it up. It's good as new. You slap some...
Anything Archie can't do.
Slap some, what do you call it, tar on the inside, and you are good to go. A week later, the party is ready to set out.
With the cat in its barrel.
I assume you let the cat walk around the base. You don't just leave it in a barrel for a week, right?
I think I will try and keep it enclosed in at least one area of the base. Maybe not just one room, but I want to keep like some closed doors because this place is fucking huge. It could get, it could get lost.
Can a cat get lost?
I mean,
I think what I would have said to the party is, since the cat really likes Willie and Billy,
Bobby.
Wiley and Bobby, I think it is. I would have said we should let them like spend time with the cat in a room, maybe close doors, so the cat doesn't go crazy.
Okay, yeah. Well,
so,
let
like,
Wiley
if it's
look after the
leaving,
cats.
it goes in the barrel. Yeah.
Okay. So, cat goes in the barrel. Barrel goes on the boat. Cat freaks out in the barrel. Hates being in the barrel. And it's going to be in the barrel for, it's about 9 hours between places. So 1, 2, 3, about a day and a half. And off we go. Looking for, where are we looking for, Nick? Where are we going?
Alcastar on the island after Summer Isle, I'm told.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes. We are looking for Kolrogia Isle.
Kolrogia.
And let me make some encounter checks. See if we have any of these open water encounters yet. Well, I guess we did just have one. No. It's an easy day and a half to Kolrogia. You make your way past White Sands, and for the first time, you pass the Deadlands on your journey. The Deadlands is a fascinating place from the outside. It's this sort of rounded island with just a big mountainous ring that runs all the way along it. And there's a little bit of foliage, a little bit of greenery right near the base, right where some water runs out of those mountains. But for the most part, the place is barren and desolate, and there's no life there. You don't see any birds making nests on the shore. You don't see any creatures coming out of the water. You don't see any people or monsters on the land. It is just empty, desolate ring mountain next to the beach.
Nilrum Sail, what is that place? Anyone live there?
I've never seen it before, or would I?
Sorry, I just switched the Discord region to make everyone work. We good now?
You sound okay to me.
Dale?
Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Mooten, can we hear you?
No, we can't hear Mooten, I don't think. Should we just switch to Zoom?
Yes, let's just switch to Zoom audio. Sorry, everyone. Hello, hello? Hello, hello?
Hello?
Does this work?
I hear you, I hear you.
Yeah. Can't hear Mooten, though.
Can't hear Mooten.
Hello?
I hear
He's
Potato.
switching his audio, I think.
He looks frozen. Mr. Mooten? Uh-oh.
Swapping his mic.
So,
I
why
look-
don't we just talk without him. It's fine.
Yeah, I look over the edge of the boat at this island while we're passing it, the volcano. And I just use my spyglass to look across the shore for signs of humans. Does anyone live there on the shores? Or is it completely desolate?
Completely desolate.
Would I have passed this island? Would I have knowledge of it on my first time I was here?
Oh,
Maybe I would have heard a sailor tell a tale.
Give me a d20 and roll very high. Yes, you have heard a story about the Deadlands last time you were here. This is one of those islands that resisted the White Prince's ruling. This is one of those places where people didn't want to fall in line, similar to that other island you were at. But instead, this place, the White Prince, the legend goes, and everyone looks at this legend with a bit of an eye roll because it sounds too impressive to possibly be true. But the legend is that the White Prince dropped a literal mountain on the island, and the whole thing just sort of like imploded and exploded, and this used to be a different shape, and now it's just this like massive deadlands of mountain range in which nothing lives. It is considered a cursed place, uninhabitable by creatures, and no one visits it. There is great fear and trepidation concerning the island.
Is it surrounded by mountains with a hollow inside?
That is the speculation, is that there is a mountain that is the border, and that within the mountain there is a lake with another mountain within it.
SS, is this working?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, we can hear you.
Hi.
But
That-
all I can see with the spyglass is the sides of mountains.
Right, right. You can't see within it.
Yeah.
But you've been told, or Sale's been told, that within it is a lake or a sea with another mountain deeper within. But no one's really been there. It might not look like that at all. No one
So
goes here.
If Sale's telling me this, I'll say, it could just be superstition. You know what people are like. If we ever need to bury some treasure, it might be a good spot to put it.
Yeah, it could be. I'm gonna see if I can read an omen, but I'm actually doing a moment reading spell. I wanted to ask you a clarifying question. Can I actually even cast this? Because the material component is different, but I assume I can.
Moment reading. Oh, because it has a 36 small discs made of polished bone engraved with runes that represent numbers. Yeah, you're going to need to get those separately. That's an extra component. You don't have that
Okay.
yet.
All right. I would assume I would know that, and then I wouldn't be able to cast
Of course.
the spell.
Yeah. And you
Okay.
wouldn't have memorized it. Yeah, yeah.
What did Captain Widow say again?
Might be a good place to bury treasure if it's just superstition.
It could be. Probably worth exploring it before we commit to anything like that.
Maybe
Last time
Wiley will
we-
know something about it.
Yeah, maybe. But the last time we went on an island that resisted the White Prince, we didn't have a great time.
That's true. Yeah, looks like whatever he did to this place might have been even worse than what he did over there.
Or it could be just bullshit, and this island's been here forever.
Yeah. It is strange, though. If what they say is true and there really is a circular mountain range, it's a bit weird. I mean, I'm no geologist, but I've not seen something like that before.
Listen, your knowledge is as good as mine. I've never seen anything like this in my life.
It's a place back in Arcadia with like a peninsula of mountains, but I've never seen a perfect little circle like that. Maybe it is the gods' work. I guess this is all the gods' work.
Why don't you stick your head under the water and ask him, and I'll slap him on the shoulder.
Yeah, no thanks. No thanks. Oh, yeah. By the way, you should keep an eye out because Nilrum told Wiley about when I sort of nod my head to the water.
But is he trying to
what?
get everyone killed? What is he at?
He's a wizard, He thinks he knows better. He's arrogant.
He's an arrogant asshole. That's what he is.
He doesn't respect
just
the
a
gods.
wizard.
Trust me. You don't worry about me, Sale. I respect the gods. I've seen what you can do. I've seen what that god of yours is capable of.
Yeah,
You won't catch any problems from me. Trust me.
and that's why and that's why we're on the same team, Captain. 'Cause we're buddies.
That's right.
And I'll
That's right.
awkwardly offer him my hand.
Yeah, I shake give you a sort of worried nod.
I'll give him a very toothy and uncomfortable smile.
I think I draw you in a bit close and I whisper in your ear, say, we're still good, right? The deal's still on. My soul.
Oh, I think I'd have to talk to him again, but I think we might be okay, considering you guys have done a lot of work since then.
You're a good guy. You're a good guy, Sale. All right. And I take a seat on the boat. I was standing up to look at the Deadlands, but I sit back down and I reach into my jacket and pull out a bottle of rum that I'll take a swig of and hand to Sale.
And I'll have a drink.
Yeah. You pass the Deadlands, and many hours later, as the sun is going down, you can see the great mountain known as Solstice Mountain, or Mount Solstice, appearing on the horizon. It will be late by the time you get towards Summerland Island, but Mount Solstice is the first thing to appear. You might be able to catch the lights of Port August as you pass in the night, slowing the rate of your ship so that you don't, accidentally run aground into something as you sail by. And the next day, when the sun rises and you can pick up your pace, you can make your way to Kolrogia, an island inhabited primarily by dwarves, some other wee folk involved. It has a singular mountain range that sort of forms like a U-shaped protective area that faces the southwest side of the island. There's a small little village with a single dock coming out of it, and you can see like little smokestacks rising, little bits of smoke rising all along the coast up and down, where there must be like dozens and dozens of little tiny villages. There are a couple of trees here and there, but for the most part, the island is sort of, it's got the mountain range, and then it's kind of flat with some farmlands, just a little bit of trees. It looks surprisingly peaceful and quaint and nice. It's not this thick, heavy jungle or this barren wasteland of a desert. It's not like a haunted ring of where God dropped a mountain. Not like these other places you've been to. It looks quaint, looks peaceful. And as the wizard Nilrum has told you, this is where most of the salt of this area comes from the dwarves who work here. It's very clearly well under the White Prince's domain. They fly the White Prince's flag for everyone to see.
Yeah. So you made out like there's like a little mini mountain range in the center of the island.
Mm-hmm.
Can we pull around to points that the mountains are in between us and the town?
Absolutely. You can sail to the other side of the mountain. And as you get to the other side of the mountain, you see the back side of the mountain range is a fairly desolate, not quite wasteland. Maybe steppe is a little bit better, or maybe a combination between steppe and desert. There's like grasses in some areas and barren dirt in others. That covers about maybe half of the backside of the island.
Cool.
You could land your boat here, but then it would just be like a walk across open, barren land for, I don't know, 8 miles or something.
I mean, I think we kind of have to. We can't have the boat being found. I mean, I'll say to the party and say, this place looks desolate and it'll be a tough walk around, but I think that's better than having the sheriff around here finding our ship again.
I nod.
Mm-hmm.
I'll agree.
All right.
Great. You guys can pull into the back of the island, pull this boat far enough up onto shore that you feel like it's not going to get washed away even at high tide. And the four of you plus a cat in a barrel?
A cat?
Cat's in a barrel, yeah. I'll carry the cat in the barrel since Archie went.
It's a big barrel. Are you going to carry the cat in the barrel the whole way?
Well, I can't risk the cat running away, so.
You don't have anyone here that can handle the cat, yeah.
No, so yeah, there's not really much choice.
Yeah, it's pretty unhappy in the barrel.
I mean,
Fuck the cat.
I mean, it's fine. We're giving it away, so.
Okay.
It'll be happy. We've got its best interests at heart here. It was going to die before. We've saved its life. It's not our fault. The cat's too stupid to realize it.
True.
Captain Winters, have you handed that note off to anyone else to read? Have you read it actually aloud to them in full at any point during this thing? Or are you the only one to have read it by now?
I'm the only one to have read it. I will read it for chat, though. It is a pretty cool note if you want me to.
I want you to make your own decision on this. I just wanted to make sure we're aware of the situation on the ground.
Well, I mean, I'm
if
saying
you read it
that,
for chat, I won't metagame it.
Yeah, I'm saying that I don't read it to the party, but I'll read it for the chat and for the rest of the players. Okay, so it says, to whomever finds this, we have been becalmed by the cursed Kelpie. Her veg binds us in place, and at night she surfaces and calls. The first night, 2 men answered her and were lost below the surface. We were ready the next night, with bolts and flame. Yet 2 more men were charmed by her and lost to the waves. The third night, we gave her all our treasure, all our wealth, all our goods, in an attempt to placate her. 1 man was lost that night. The next, we cuddled under the decks, hiding from view. Yet her charms reached us still. Now only I and our trusty ship's cat remain, and I fear this is the end for me. The cat remains unaffected by her charms, so I have left her food and water in hopes that she will be found. I strike a deal with you now. Take Mamushi onto your ship. Treat her like a member of your own crew, and I shall endow you with her wealth. Bring her in this letter to Wilmington in Oki Star. Swear you will care for her, and the treasure is yours. I will attempt to set out in the morning on the last skiff to seek shelter, but I expect I shall not make it. Farewell and good luck, Captain Starbuck.
I mean, you were honest with the party, no?
Yeah.
100%, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Well, You march
I think
across. Go ahead.
for the record, the reason I don't read it out there, I think it's good as the captain to have some air of mystery about what's going on.
Yeah,
I've
that's
got
fair.
all the details. You get the details you're given, even though they are technically all the details.
You're not magical, so your like power comes from knowledge.
Exactly.
Things you know.
I can move around really quietly. That's my power.
You march across the wasteland here. Luckily, you've brought some water from your ship with you and your water skins as you make your way, spending half the day or so getting across the barren wastelands, heading for the mountains, finding yourself in a nice grove of trees right where the desert ends, right where the cool winds and the moisture can blow past the mountains instead of getting caught by it. And in the edge of the grove of forest, you
Let
can
it be known,
see...
when we were in our base, cast beacon on the cat, just so if the cat is
Amazing.
fucking gone, I could find it. Is that chill?
I don't think you can do it on a living object.
The object will radiate magic at a specific
Similar-
frequency.
Is it wearing a collar?
You could do it on a cat's collar. Yes, it does have a little collar with
I'll
a
do it
little
on a
plaque
collar.
that says Mamushi. That's fine.
Yeah. That's
yes,
fair,
it's an object, not a creature, though. But yeah,
Cool.
totally.
So 1 week per level, so I'll know where he is for 4 weeks if I do detect magic or whatever. Cool.
Excellent. You make your way to the little woods section that sort of marks the end of the desert over here. And through the trees, you can see there is a small village. And when I say a small village, I mean few houses, but also like small houses, like dwarven or halfling-sized village. Like the rooftop is maybe 6 feet tall, but the doorway is only like 4.5, maybe 5
What
feet
is it made
tall.
out of?
This building is made out of stone. Large
Nice.
stone blocks with a little bit of mortar between them, thatched roof on top, little stone chimney, smoke swirling out the top. You can see moving throughout the little miniature village our little miniature people hauling goods back and forth.
How
They
much
look-
shorter are they than us?
These look to be halflings. They are about, I want to say 3.5 feet. Let me just double check I can't remember. My memory is not that great. I'm kind of like a goldfish. They're about 3 feet tall.
I can assume Archie has seen halflings, dwarves before in like Redport and stuff like that. Where he
You would
was-
have seen them.
the
They're
streets,
about,
yeah.
yeah, you're not going to be surprised by them, but you probably
Yeah.
haven't had a huge number of interactions.
It might
He-
give you the
he-
creeps, though.
No, he thinks they're really funny actually.
Oh, nice.
Are you going to talk to these people, Mr. Winters?
These people? I don't think so. Well, what language do they speak? They speak Halfling back in Arcadia.
Probably speak common as well.
Maybe. I mean, unless one of these guys is Wilmington, I don't think we got any business with them.
Well, maybe we could speak with them to find Wilmington.
Well, are we in Okastar yet, Neil, or not?
Nilrum has told you that Okastar is the main town on
Yeah.
the island of Kolrogia. You're on some village at the ass end of the island.
We don't care about these.
Yeah, I've got no interest in the Halflings.
Fuck
Yeah,
the halflings,
maybe-
Koibu.
Yeah.
Maybe we could hire one to take us to the town faster. He'd know the local routes.
I don't know. I don't trust short people who aren't dwarves.
Sounds.
What stupid thing to say.
You want to give us a backstory for that one, Moot?
No, not everything needs a fucking backstory, okay?
He feels very strongly about specific sects of
Yes.
people.
It's true.
Right.
We ignore the
well-
Halflings, Neil. Stop
Yeah.
trying to make the Halflings happen. We don't care.
We don't
Yeah,
give a fuck.
ignore the halflings. You can walk it within
Fuck
the
it.
grove of trees in the nice shade, carrying your barrel. You'll pass a couple of villages, and eventually you'll come to a place where the mountains get kind of close to the shore. There's maybe like a half mile between them, and so you can like go up into the mountains on high ground, or you can walk more easily along. Outskirting the mountains, which is where the little path that you're following tends. You will pass on this little path a cart pulled by 2 donkeys, manned by a dwarf with 4 halflings in the back, as well as a large pile of potatoes. And they are trotting down the road in your direction.
Now that I think, I will hail these people over. Hail, dwarven friend.
Or, Gives the reins a little Jimmy, gives a woo. Hello there. He calls out to you. The hell
to
you
see you,
doing
good to
over
see you.
here?
We're just visiting. Hey, what's the name of the village you're going to?
Dunton.
Dunton. Fantastic. Thanks very much. Well, unless you got any questions for us, safe travels. Just needed to get the
Excuse
lay
me?
of the land,
Where the hell are you going?
We're going to Okastar.
He points behind him. Yep, that direction. You're headed the right path.
Thank you. I thought so. My navigator here is one of a kind.
I give him a tip of the hat that I stole from that shitty bard that you wanted to force upon us.
Dwarf cocks his head to the side and goes, "Y'all look a mite bit familiar. Have we met before? Have you been to Colrogia before?"
Yeah, we've been around these parts from time to time.
Not many folks your size come out of the main town. What brings you to the Outlands?
Just
I'll
seeing
slap
the
Nilrum on
sights.
the back and say, "This one really likes small folk."
The friend of the wee folk, are you?
And a friend of the dwarves.
His eyebrows raise, understanding the discrepancy, the difference you're implying.
Yes.
Well, I mean, stout like stout, wouldn't you say? He kind
No.
of looks at you and he's like, you're not actually all that thick.
Nilrum's got 15 con.
He's calling you fat, Nilrum.
Oh,
He's calling you not fat. He's saying you.
Nilrum will shrink himself to the dwarves' height
Mm-hmm.
with reduce.
No, what are you doing? Don't do that.
Oh, well, fuck it, dude. He goes down to whatever the dwarves' height, which is like probably 40% smaller.
Yeah. He looks at you quite surprised and goes, "Oh, well, a stare bless you today, good sir."
What are you doing? You know we're not meant to be casting any magic outside of official business. Stop that at once. Revert it now.
I nod. Sorry, I'm just so in love with the stare that I forgot myself for a second.
It's not every day that you meet a well-rounded, joyful cleric or wizard of a wizard. I assume. I don't see a big dangly bit from your neck.
I nod.
My friend, please. I must apologize for this. If word were to get out that my companion here was casting his spells outside of official business, we'd be in lots of trouble. Could I pray that you overlook this small mistake and keep it to yourself?
What'd you say your name was?
I didn't.
Is it just one dwarf, Koibu?
There's one dwarf
four
and four
halflings.
halflings in the back of the cart, in the potato cart.
Damn it.
Scratches
Nilrum's been
his-
drinking a lot today, and I kind of fucked up. I forgot that we were on a stare-only place.
I will
Are you
stop you
asking
if
me
you start.
to not be truthful to the law?
Of course not. Of course not. If you're questioned, then feel free to answer truthfully. But we'd appreciate if you could not go out of your way.
This one loves dwarves so much he wanted to impress you, even putting his own life at risk with the law.
He just looks
just wanted
really
to make a-
confused. It's like, oh, okay. All right, well, I'm headed that way. I'm headed
Of
to
course.
Dunton.
To Dunton, yes.
Good
Are you
day.
just bringing these halflings?
Oh, I got a cart full of potatoes. We're heading off to make some whiskey.
I hear you make the best potatoes in all of the Dardanelles.
The trick is the spices, and it's hard. It can be difficult to get the right amount of paprika, Doesn't come here. Comes all the way from the Spice Islands over in Arcadia. It's difficult to get in large quantities, but the right amount of paprika with a little salt and a little black pepper, makes the
Yeah.
potatoes just right.
Mwah, mwah.
But
You're,
these are whiskey
import-
potatoes that we're making.
You're importing paprika from Arcadia, right?
Well, I'm not doing it, but, some bloke or lass over there is.
I'll have to check the records. I didn't realize there was that kind of import coming into this island.
You're not the...
I will take out the piece, like the notes, right? The guy wrote, the captain wrote, and I'm gonna take that out and feign with a feather, writing something down and put it back in my pocket.
What
and
feather?
say,
You don't have a makeshift quill on hand. You can't
I
just
literally.
magic and
I,
quill.
I have feathers, yeah.
Yeah, but you don't have any ink. There's no way you can fake writing. You need to like pull out a thing of ink and a feather.
Okay,
It's a more
okay, yeah.
complicated procedure than. I understand what you're doing, but we gotta,
Okay,
material.
well,
Anyway, see if he believes it.
I take out the piece of paper and I like look at it, like sort of go scan it down with my finger, like narrow my eyes a little bit, and then look at him.
It's
roll
not the
it-
job
roll
of
it
the
back up.
Inquisitor in ports, my lord.
It is. How much for a few potatoes? Me and my friends are just getting on our way.
Hoping to take them all for whiskey, and they're not cooked. But I'd sell you a potato for a copper.
I flick him a copper. Wait for him to throw me a potato. I'm his height.
Reaches back and like backs you for it, rummages around, like pulls out 2 potatoes, looks at them, gives you the better one, and chucks it your way.
I chuck him another copper. Take 2 off my personal wealth.
I should be getting on.
Wait, what
but
did he-
you?
season's
What did
greetings
you
to you all.
What did you say your name was?
I didn't. And he
Could you tell me
hitches
your
the
name,
donkeys.
please, Master Dwarf?
He stops the donkeys again. Of course, for an agent of Astaire, I'm happy to introduce myself. My name is Mona.
Nice to meet you, Mona. And I will go to shake their hand. And after I'm done shaking their hand, I will pluck a hair from their beard.
Ow!
For safekeepings. And then I hand it to Nilrum.
No one will take it and put it in a.
He hitches the
His
donkeys
spell
again
book.
quickly, and they start moving forward. The little halflings on the back all wave to you guys as you go by, and soon you
I
find
flip
yourself.
him off.
And you find yourself on your way once more. But by now, the sun is getting low. You are some miles yet from the main town as it is getting dark, and we are the day before the new moon, so it is gonna get real dark, like untravelable dark. And you've not yet hit the main town. You guys gonna try and make camp out in the wilds, or are you guys going to try and find a place to stay in one of these
Real
villages?
quick, while this entire conversation was going on, Archie registered none of it because he was way too distracted, fucking laughing his ass off at like the tiny houses. He's like, John, look at the doors. Oh my god. He's looking at like the fence post. He's like, I could just step over this. This is so fucking this shit, dude.
Yeah, you could step over it. You're going to have any trouble getting a drink in this town, then you're not going to fit in anywhere, Archie. I have to bring it out to you. What are we going to do, guys? We're going to keep walking here, or
Let's just make camp. If anything bad happens, I can rope trick us up. Whatever comes will fuck off by the time it's probably over. Seems fine.
do we have things to make camp? Yeah.
I mean, it's not hot. It's not cold out. You can
Okay.
just like lie down on the grass.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
I must have drank too much on the ship, Captain. I completely forgot where we were.
Yeah, I don't know how. Isn't that your whole reason for leaving?
It's my bad.
Yeah. Just see to it that doesn't happen again, Nora.
Yeah, I nod.
Can't keep these lies up for forever, or one time we're gonna slip up. Even my silver tongue has its limits.
To be fair, I think you made it a little bit worse.
I don't know about that.
I
Listen,
think you made it worse.
with stuff like that, you've got to go in heavy from the start. Shut them up. Make sure they don't ask too many questions. That guy was getting suspicious. He'd seen us. He recognized us.
I should have killed him then.
Well, there's no need for that. I mean, that's how we ended up with such big targets on our back in the first place. Murdering innocent dwarves and halflings. It's not good for business.
I wouldn't want to murder a dwarf.
Can we get some of those potatoes with the paprika? That sound delicious.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, here, Archie. I throw him just a raw potato.
I will.
Is this it? Didn't
I-
you say
just
it was
try
it?
it. Yeah, Archie, I'll cook it for you. We've got a bit of a fire going now. I'm gonna like take some of the, I'm gonna dig a little hole, and then I'm gonna put a little bit of dirt. Like I put the potato in the hole, put a little bit of dirt over it, and then put some of the embers from the fire on top of that, and then put more dirt on top. And then in an hour or two, that should be cooked, and Archie can have a cooked potato.
Oh fuck, that's why the dwarf knew us. Because of the fucking flyers, not
Yeah,
because
right.
not because I had the bard hat on.
No.
I thought he thought that we were the people from Spike's crew.
Oh, no, yeah, it's the flyers, right?
18 inch, by the way.
I'm like,
You wake up the next
amount of wine
morning to a little bit of rain falling on you. It's not a lot. It's enough to like wake you up and make you have to go, run for some shelter, some cover. The stars, of course, are never out. They're always, well, they're not always blocked, but they're often blocked by the storms raging above.
Sorry, I just thought it's salt flats, right? I try and find a bit of salt to season the potato with. Just
There's
because,
the salts are in special salty areas next to the shore. You'd have to wander into town to find that, unfortunately.
I guess it's unseasoned potato. Sorry, Archie.
Yeah, it's not great. No butter, no salt.
Yeah.
He's
Covered in
not
dirt.
particularly enjoying it.
better than the raw potato you were gonna eat.
That's true. Yeah.
Right. The morning comes, the rain falls. It's gentle, it's nice, it's sort of refreshing. Makes you get up early, right as the sun's coming up, and march inland or along the coast. You do. A couple hours later, passing
cast
some
a
of these
spell
salt
in the morning.
flats.
I cast Wizard Luck on the barrel.
You can't.
That
It's no
is
luck,
now
right?
forever trapped. In
What
the
do you
barrel.
mean? The top. That's a lock, right? Isn't that
Can you,
weird?
wizard lock a barrel?
Upon a door, chest, or portable or portal magically locks it. A door?
I guess, yeah. Sorry,
Our
thought
door
it
didn't have
affected-
lock.
I thought it affected like an actual lock, but you're right, it doesn't.
Yeah.
I feel bad for the cat because I feel too risky to like let it out while we're camping. But I will like make a point of like holding it up and like vertical, so it's going to be hard for the cat to jump
Like
out.
Simba?
And, like checking on it, making sure that it's not too pissed off.
Oh,
I
it's
could probably get my
so
hand.
angry. It's been trapped in a barrel for like 3 days, 2 days at least. A whole day on
Yeah.
the boat, and then another part of the day on the boat, and then marching across here. It's just in the barrel. Occasionally it gets some food, occasionally it gets some water. But when you go to feed it, it doesn't want the food because it's pissed and it's angry and it's defensive, right? So this poor creature has just been like the most miserable it's ever been in its life. But you're trying to do the right thing. Yeah.
I do my best.
So you end up passing by some more villages. You're the mountain where the mountains get close enough to the shore. The path goes around and actually treads in a village. So you'll have to walk through one of these villages, actually like through the main section of it, for a little while.
I flip the halflings off as we go by.
I ask everyone to like pull their cloaks up over their faces.
Yeah.
Not in the village we're going through, just in the villages we walked past.
Right.
I wear my hat down over my face.
I wear my sombrero that the bard had. I pull it down. It was huge.
It was
I have nothing
massive.
to wear on my face.
You can see there are a bunch of angry dwarves standing around the salt flats, hands on their hips, sort of pissed because their salt
The
gets made
dwarves.
by evaporation. And it's raining, so it's ruining their evaporative ponds right now. And they stand about, grumpy and angry. Other people move to and fro. And 3 hours later, you make it into the town of Okistar itself. It is a smallish town, maybe, 4,000 people-ish. There's a single dock that runs out into the water. There's a couple of boats floating out there beyond the dock, a couple of ships tied to the dock. You can see there are fishermen doing the classic Dardennes fishing technique where they essentially just anchor themselves not too far offshore and then throw the nets in the water, let the fish moving with the current into the nets, and then pull them up and toss them on board and then row themselves back in. You can see that the dock itself has like a wall that goes around it with only one way in and out that's got like a little gate. In theory, you could like hop the wall, but the wall's there mostly to like, symbolically keep people out and have a checkpoint. There's a couple of guards standing nearby. They're all dwarves. The only human that you see around these parts, that you see quickly and easily, is the Inquisitor, wearing their helmet, with their squire running around, hoisting a shield for them, checking in on the things happening down in the port.
The
But
same
port-
helmet that the one in Flotsam had.
Yes. But the port itself, like the actual dock area, is walled off from the rest of the town. So you can wander through the rest of the town fairly easily, and you can see over the wall into the port if you need. The Inquisitor is focused on guarding the port area.
Nilrum and Sail need to stay away from the Inquisitor. I'm tempted to say that we should split up as well. I don't think we should be walking around as a group of 4. It kind of makes us easier to recognize, I think. So I think we'll split up into 2 groups, like Nilrum and Sail, and then me and Archie. And Nilrum and Sail need to like stay out of the way of the Inquisitor big time.
Unlucky. I tell you that I wizard locked it, just so the cat couldn't get out at night. And then if you're gonna turn in the cat, I'd probably have to go with you.
Okay, well let's split it up then. Me and Nilrum will go. If you guys want to ask around for this guy, what's his name?
Where will we meet up and when? If you haven't found it yet?
Yeah. So the guy's name is Wilmington. I want to find like a tavern that's on the edge of town, maybe a bit of a scummier looking place.
Let's see, how scummy are the taverns around here? They are not scummy in the slightest. They're all these quaint, nice places with like little flower beds on the windowsills, painted flowers and like vines crawling up the sides. Some of them have like symbols of tradesmen or craftsmen. There's one with like lots of little piles of salt drawn all over the place. It's fucking idyllic.
Oh look, guys, this is a nice town. Take some leave, relax. We'll meet back here at sunset.
Maybe give them some money, Captain.
Yeah. We can do that. I will give them both 50 silver.
What?
For the day. Yeah. Take 50 silver each, Archie and Sale.
It's $500, right? Not bad.
Hell yeah. It's not a bad.
I will add those to my character sheet.
That's some spending money right there.
I think I'm walking around with 21 gold for some reason. I forgot to put it in my hoard.
So I'll go into this tavern and see if we can get rooms there, Neil. Is it an inn as well? Or? I mean, I'll find one that's a tavern and an inn. I guess.
Sure. You can walk into this first tavern. Give me a perception check as you walk in.
Are you just carrying the barrel through the tavern?
No, I leave it with somebody else outside till I go do
Who
this.
bears the barrel?
Me, the wizard lock guy.
Got it.
Yeah. I got a 10, so I failed.
Sure, yeah. You step into the tavern. It's small, it's short, it's a little awkward to get through the door. The inside is tall enough that you can kind of stand, but like the rafters come almost all the way to your head. So, don't jump and don't like raise your hand suddenly.
Innkeep. I'm looking for some rooms for the night. Do you have vacancy?
A young dwarven boy trots on over to you, doffs his hat, and says, Yes, we do. Welcome, my friend, to Delaware's home.
Beautiful. Nah, lovely place you've got here. Could do with higher ceilings, but I suppose I can make do.
Oh, it's all right. Just walk around on your knees. That's what all the others do.
Looking for 4 rooms, one night?
4 rooms, one night.
4 rooms. Mm-hmm.
That'll be 20 silver. It includes food and drink, at least dinner and breakfast, and a pair of beers at each.
Amazing. I will give this guy 30 silver.
He looks at the extra silver you gave him and slides 10 of them back to you.
I shake my head and hand it back to him. For a job well done.
Thank you, my lord.
All right, we'll be. Which rooms are we in? And I'll take the room so we don't have to wake him up.
Sure, he will lead you. The rooms here are actually downstairs in the basement, and they're just like, there's a hallway, rooms on either side. He just takes you to the first 2 on the left and the first 2 on the right, and you can see that there's like another 8, 4 on each side beyond. And he tells you, we haven't had much call for visitors lately, so place is open. Why not these 4? Good enough for you?
Perfect.
Here you
yes.
go. And they're all dark
you.
and dingy. Each one has like a candle sitting on the outside of the door, and he tells you that, you'll have to take light in. There are some wells to allow light in during the day, but we're on the night of the full moon, so the rooms can get mighty dark at night. So here are the candle holders. If you run out of fire, come on upstairs. We always keep one burning in the hearth. And if you run out of candles, we have more on hand. Just give me a holler.
Of course. Thank you for your hospitality. I have some business in town, but I'll be seeing you later tonight.
What's your business?
Oh, a bit of trade.
I'm an innkeeper. I love to hear about trade. It helps me connect people together. I have had other clients come through. Maybe I can help you. What's your business?
Just picking up some salts. I deal in a bit of this, a bit of that. Take some salt from here, deliver something else from somewhere else. You know how it is.
I suppose you've already got all your contacts then.
I've been here for a while. Building up that book of contacts. Yeah.
You did look familiar. I must have seen you about in town, but I don't recall you ever patronizing my place before.
No, I used to stay in another place. I forget the name of it now. On the other side of the town. I had some really bad service the last time I was there, so I thought we'd try somewhere new.
Oh, right.
I mean,
It
I have
gives
to
you a
say,
nod.
so far, it's been very pleasant dealing with you.
Motions the way upstairs, heads out with you, and then we're gonna flip over to the other players, the other party that split up. Archie and Sail, where are you guys going?
What are we doing, Sale?
That's a great question. We're looking for Wilmington,
Yeah.
and we were going to meet up at that inn at sunset.
Yeah.
I'd say we'd probably stick. I'll say to Archie, I think it's probably best that we stick to the outskirts of town. That Inquisitor guy, I think he has the helmet that lets them know that I'm, really cool. You saw the lightning.
Yeah.
Then, yeah, we'll. What do you think? Do you think we should just walk around the outside and
We can
see if we
explore
can
a
find?
little bit. I'll kind of egg Sail on to kind of do another big trick. It's like, you did all these cool things that bomb you had in the water and the lightning. You think you can do a little bit again? It's so cool when you do it, Sail.
It's like, oh, I really shouldn't, but I mean, it is really cool.
It's so cool. Do you think I can learn how to do that?
Maybe. I'll ask. You know who? The guy who gave me my powers. I'll ask him. Maybe you could learn to do things like this.
Can I meet him? He seems really cool too.
He's not a people person. He has one friend, and that's me. I'm the guy. You're. He's I'm like his Archie to Captain Winters.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. He must be really
but
cool then.
He is. He's really, really cool. He gives me lots of help all the time, except when he doesn't. You know what? He's actually kind of an asshole because I keep asking him for help, and he doesn't do. Well, I guess he gives me my powers, so I guess that's enough help.
I feel like that's really cool. Sometimes I ask John for some things and he disagrees. I think that's okay. I think it's more about staying loyal to your captain than it is, wanting things for yourself sometimes.
Yeah, I would say I'm really loyal to him because I think that's why we understand each other, because we're loyal, aren't we?
Yeah,
But
we really are.
he did say this thing once, made me really uncomfortable. He said, when I've gotten rid of the White Prince, that he wouldn't need me anymore. But he kind of said it in a way like we were gonna, I don't know, break up afterwards, and maybe I wouldn't survive the. It was weird. You know how someone says something weird like that to you?
That is weird. I don't think Archie's ever said anything like that to me. Oh, sorry. I don't think John's ever said anything like that to me. I think he's. I'd like to think that we go around, we have our adventures, and we get rich, and we travel the seas, and we're gonna hang around and stick together. I wouldn't think why he would ever leave me. That's kind of a bad thought. Why would you stay loyal to someone knowing that
you're
they'll
right.
eventually leave you hanging?
Yeah, no, you're right. He probably didn't mean it. I should just stay loyal because he's giving me powers and stuff. And I will.
Do you think John would just leave you after accomplishing something? I feel like he's gotten you as part of the crew. I wouldn't want to leave you hanging just because we've gotten something that we wanted and now we're done. I feel like we'd keep you around.
I think Nilrum would try to get rid of me. I don't know, something about me and that guy. We don't get along at all. He's always trying to say, remember the name that we're not supposed to say? He's always saying it, and it's it's making everyone real uncomfortable.
I think
Anyway.
Nilrum just has some different opinions on freezing. Magic Man, he's tough. He's powerful, kind of like you though. Although I feel he's never done anything cool like you.
I think he's actually a really bad wizard. Don't tell him I said this, but I think he's not very skilled.
I think he kind of smells too, don't you think?
Jealous.
No, okay, Archie. All right, I'll. Is there like an effect when I use bless?
Yes, there is a visual effect, and if it's very quiet and you're paying attention, there's also a small audible effect. But you have to be like really paying attention to hear the audio.
I'll be like, okay, Archie, I can't like do big magic here, but like, give me your oh god, what are the things you put on your fists called?
Brass knuckles.
Brass knuckles. I was like, give me your brass knuckles, and I'll cast bless on them. Like very surreptitiously, like down a back alley.
Yeah.
And like I'll show him like the very slight glowing.
He thinks this is so cool. Thanks, Sal. I think
No
you're
worries,
really
dude. Thanks. I think you're really cool too. You punched that guy in his head just.
It was
He's gone.
crazy, wasn't it? God damn. Yeah. We certainly taught those people about the Crimson Fist. You like
Yeah.
that name?
I think it's really, really cool. I think it's awesome. Yeah, especially because, you punched a guy, his head exploded. Like that's the best part. Oh, were we supposed to like find a guy?
Yeah. What were we supposed to do?
I don't know. I really like you, Archie. You know that? I think we're gonna be good friends.
So you guys stand around and have a good time and chat in the back
Yeah.
alleys and play with some magic. Eventually, Captain Winters comes back out of the inn and meets up with Nilrum, who's got the barrel with the cat in it. And I'm assuming the two of you go looking for this Wilmington dude?
Yeah, I think that's the plan. I want to go into a different tavern and maybe have a drink or two and then try and ask the bartender.
Nilrum, any plans, approaches, things you want to add to the conversation?
No. No, I'm good.
Cool. Yeah, you can walk into a tavern, have a couple of drinks. This tavern is a little bit deeper in town. And would both of you give me charisma checks?
Best.
Nice. So Nilrum's walking in with the barrel, just having a great old time. Captain Winters, however, notices that there's a lot of glances coming your way, and that kind of makes sense. You're very tall people, a little bit oddly dressed, walking around in a town of dwarves and halflings. You would expect people to be staring openly at you. But you've noticed there's the look isn't like, wow, that's an unusual thing. I wonder who that Tay is. It's more of like, what the? There's like a concern and a worry on their faces. And as you look about, you feel concerned enough that you stop at, you take a bit of a detour, and sure enough, near the port, you're not in the port, but like near the port, plastered on the side of one of these stone buildings, is a wanted poster with the four of your faces on it.
I take a look at this. Am I wearing my hat?
I can't imagine you wouldn't wear your hat.
No, in the poster, I mean.
Yeah, it kind of cuts off like at the forehead, so the hat is like not super visible in it.
What's my my beard like in the poster?
It would have been what it was like when you were walking around on Flotsam Island, so really scraggly, like
Just
you
a
haven't
reminder.
shaved in a while.
We like Nilrum shaved his head at the very minimum. And I think we changed up our appearance, but yeah.
You shaved your head, but you wear a hat, so like.
But my hat's new.
That's true. It's a different hat.
Different hat. Way different hat.
The pictures are out of date for your appearance now.
So, we've already had a couple of drinks, and the stares are happening whilst we're drinking.
Yeah.
All right, after I finish the second drink, I'm going to go up to the bar, and I get a couple of gold coins in my hand ready to go. And I go up to the bartender and say, hey, old friend, I'm here to settle top.
Howdy. All right. And he does a quick counting on his fingers of the number of drinks you had.
Does he look worried?
Each. Bartender? No,
Yeah.
he's just sort of doing his thing. 3 each at 5 copper per beer. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. 30 copper, 3 silver.
I hand the 2 gold, slide them across the counter, and say, look for a guy named Wilmington. Here's me some money. You know where I can find him?
I do.
Nothing
He's-
serious. We're just, I'm a merchant and need to settle my contracts.
Lives in the 2-story house, just this side of the wall of port.
Thank you so much for the help.
You'll see a flag out front. It's got a salt shaker across a sail as a sigil.
Perfect. Thanks for your help, and thanks for the drinks.
Yeah, and he takes a moment and regards you because you gave him 2 gold. That's a huge tip, right? You almost paid 10 times the amount for the drink. So he takes a moment to figure out who the fuck this person is, and I'm gonna give him a check.
As he's looking at me quizzically, I reach a hand to shake his and say, "Name's Waterford, Captain Waterford."
Captain Washfoot?
Waterford.
Waterford.
Yeah.
Nods his head, grasps your hand, and give me another charisma check. Captain Waterfoot.
You want low?
26.
Unlucky.
Waterford it is, but pronounced
Yeah.
Waterford.
Sorry, your accent
That's okay.
sometimes is hard.
That's okay.
My poor American
You have a very
ears.
posh accent.
Oh yeah, very posh. Everyone always
Very
says
posh, yeah.
It's the Scousers that are the real posh ones.
You notice there's just a brief moment where his eyes go just a little bit wide and the pupils dilate for just a moment, and you can see a recognition as you shake his hand and stare into his face. And he tries to hide it, and he keeps his smile going and gives you a wave goodbye, but you can tell he's recognized you.
I think successes for charisma checks are actually bad.
No, he was recognizing me anyway. It was the fact that I recognized that he recognized me.
Yeah.
Okay. Based.
All right. Well, I give him, as I finish shaking his hands and he sort of recognizes me. I give him a slow nod, and then I draw my hand back and we'll walk out.
Mm-hmm. Sure enough,
All right.
you can walk out.
Let's
Nilrum
go.
grabs the
I
barrel,
say.
shakes it a little bit. Does he hear the cow
What the
meow?
fuck? They're
Cat
shaking.
pounces
Christ.
around and
Fucking hell.
It's fine. Cat's chilling.
As we get out of the place, I instruct Nilrum to go around the side of the building. I want to watch and make sure this guy doesn't immediately run out to tell the
You go around the side, I guess.
Yeah, we'll wait and watch the door.
Takes about 2 minutes before he steps out the door, locks it shut behind him, and trots off in the direction of the
Piece of
dock.
shit.
Nah, I fucking grab him as soon as he starts locking the door, pull him around the corner.
I will roll a d10 for surprise, and I'll give him a penalty because this is an unlikely thing for him. Yes, he is. No, he's not surprised. You must make just enough noise as he comes around the corner for him to startle. Go ahead and make me an attack roll against AC 10.
Keep in mind, Nilrum is also ready, so he might magic missile if he gets away. But yeah.
Flank attack or anything like that?
Back attack,
yeah,
right?
+1 for flank, coming from the side of him. Easy peasy. You grab a hold of the dwarf.
You drag him around the corner, out of view.
Whoa, 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 whoa! I don't need any trouble there. No,
What?
no, it's fine. It's fine.
Listen, I thought we were getting on well. Where the fuck do you think you're going?
For a walk?
No, I don't think so.
Let's have a conversation with him in the rope trick.
No, don't cast any spells. Listen,
Oh
dwarf.
my god, it is you.
How much gold do I have to give you to shut your mouth? At least for a few days.
He holds up both his hands, wiggling his 10 fingers before you.
I draw a dagger from my sheath.
He gulps
How
and
much
closes his
gold?
eyes.
How much gold?
He still says 10?
Five pieces of gold.
Captain, we can't trust him.
I give him 10 gold. All right.
He holds his breath, accepting the gold in his hands, but still waiting for the second blow, the second shoe to drop.
I give him 10 gold, which is a
As
lot.
he's giving him 10 gold, I'd let him know we're not bad people. Do not always believe what the White Prince tells.
Didn't you murder a whole bunch of soldiers?
No.
They tried to enslave us. You should see what they did on Sulphur Island. This White Prince of yours is not the saint he claims to be. I understand you got duties, but just keep your mouth shut for a couple more days. We'll be out of here. Then you can tell whoever you want.
The dwarf nods his head up and down very, very fast.
I'll be coming back around this way tonight. I don't want to see any trouble. Trust me, if the guards come for me, they won't catch me, but I'll get to you before I leave.
The head shakes rapidly.
All right. All right, let's go.
God, I love dwarves. And he picks up the barrel and we continue on.
He goes back to the door, unlocks it, goes inside, slams it shut. You hear it lock, and then you hear like a second lock and a third lock. And then the shutters begin to across the whole tavern.
There were people in there, though, right?
No, you guys were the only ones in the middle of the day here in the tavern.
All right.
We hurry on to the guy's 2-story house.
Yeah,
Easy
we go to
peasy
the
to
house.
find. Yeah, it's one of the only 2-story buildings in town. It's right next to the wall around the dock. You can look over the dock and see the Inquisitor there, who is sitting in a chair, rocking back and forth, long sword across his lap in its sheath. His squire is nearby holding... Actually, no, the squire can't be nearby because he's holding the shield. The squire set the shield against the wall of the house maybe 30 feet away and is holding an umbrella over the Inquisitor to keep them out of the rain as they scan the port and more or less chill because nothing's going on.
All right, when I get a view on him, I'm going to make sure we go around the way to this guy's house that stays completely out of his potential view line.
Yeah, it's not... I mean, it's a little bit difficult, but you can do it.
And I'll go up to the door, and Nilrum's going to like stay out of the way until the guy answers the door.
Yeah.
I'll go and knock on the door and wait for him to answer.
You give a couple
gonna-
raps.
I'm gonna pull the cat out. The way I do it, keep the barrel closed. I put my hand in. I assume it's gonna fucking attack me. Yeah. I'm gonna find and grab its scruff, which disables a cat.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna hold him scruff. Hold his bottom, give him some nice support.
Mm-hmm.
I don't wanna present the guy, cat in a fucking barrel.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
So I wanna have the cat,
All right.
looking
so,
presentable.
Yeah, I knock on the door. I wait for an answer.
Yeah, it takes a few moments, and then there's some heavy thuds coming down a wooden staircase. Door opens, and there's a dwarf standing before you. Takes a look up at you.
Does this dwarf look like a servant, or does he look like a noble?
Looks like a merchant class, maybe, or some above a servant, below a noble.
Greetings there, friend. I'm looking for Wilmington.
You found him.
I ran into a friend of yours. Interesting.
I'll come around the corner, I think. at this
Can we
point.
come inside?
I'll come around the corner with the cat held,
If you
not
give me your
menacingly.
name, I'll let you inside.
Does he see the cat?
Yeah.
He sees the cat. He's a little concerned, but
My name's Captain Waterford. I ran upon the stranded ship of a Captain Starbuck. There's a note in there. References you.
come right on in. And he throws open the door and gestures inside.
All right, we come in.
And then he yells,
cat.
Starbuck! I think someone's found your cat.
He's alive?
Aye, that he is.
I can't believe the old bastard escaped.
And soon enough, someone comes thundering down the stairs. A human. A
I close
human
the
woman
door.
with
I let
blonde
the
hair
cat down.
and a blue
I let
shirt.
the cat down. Yeah.
The cat, hisses at you and then turns and bounds up the stairs. And Starbuck and the cat are reunited momentarily as the cat purrs and runs around the ankles. Starbuck grabs the cat and holds it tight.
Well,
And
I
looks
wasn't
over to you.
expecting to find you alive.
I
Nice
think
to
I
meet
said
you.
woman. It's a man. Sorry, it's a guy.
okay.
5'8", 156 pounds.
Didn't expect you to be alive, Starbuck.
I
Name's
didn't
Waterford.
expect myself either. I thought I was dead out there, but blessed be the gods, for they have paved my way to greatness. Thank you so much for bringing back Mamushi. Oh, and he
Of course. And
squeezes the cat.
thanks for the
tight.
notes. I might have stayed the night out there if it weren't for your warnings.
I assume you're here for the reward.
Yes, well, also to return the car, of course. I tried to enamor him to myself, but he wasn't having it. Well, she wasn't having it, sorry. Feisty thing. I think it's missing you. And listen, I wasn't going to say anything, but I had to stop it from running away. I've been keeping it in somewhat unideal conditions while we've been sailing. I do apologize for that. I tried to do my best with it, but I didn't want to risk it getting away.
Starbuck nods their head at you, accepting what you're saying. Not too, the cat's here, the cat's alive. In the moment, that's all that matters. All the other details fade away. Maybe if it was
course.
a less emotional thing, that they would be more inquisitive about it. And instead, they just trot back upstairs with a, hold on, I'll be right back. And the dwarf down below sits.
I turn to
waits,
the dwarf. Lovely place you've got here.
looks at Nilrum. Looks at
You
you.
and none.
Back at Nilrum. Stares hard at Nilrum and goes, ain't you the rogue wizard that's been running around?
We both turn to the dwarf, wide-eyed.
No, nods a little bit.
All right.
We got a problem?
Well, I assume you're not here to fuck me up, are you?
Of course
No.
not. I'm here to return the cat. Let me ask you, the man they say I am, would I have returned this cat? Would I have gone through all this trouble? Look at my face. Look at these scars. Look at my arms.
They say not much about you other than you're wanted for murder, which is, you know, same thing they say about everyone that's wanted. So,
Yeah, well,
drugs.
if a man tries to enslave you and you kill him, does that make you a murderer?
Look,
Yes.
I try not to get involved in other people's politics. The less time spent arguing with strangers, the better.
Appreciate that, Wilmington. You're a good one.
I slap whatever table's near me. This is why I like dwarves, you know? They don't fuck around.
True. Wear
Aye.
it on your sleeves. You know where you stand with a dwarf.
Yeah.
About
Talk
3
to a
feet
dwarf.
above them.
How'd you
I
get
laugh
on the
nervously.
island? He says. The
We
Inquisitors
walked.
got to walked across
We,
the seas.
We made land on the other side of the mountain.
Oof. Nasty bit of desert over there.
No.
Nothing a dwarf can't handle.
A few minutes later, down comes Captain Starbuck.
Yeah.
The chest in tow, and plops it on the ground, kicks it open before you, and it has got maybe 10,000 silver in it.
Well,
I did
Stress.
promise you the cat's wealth because I thought I wouldn't survive. But since I have, and since you don't need to care for the cats for the whole time, then I figure half the treasure is worth returning the cat to me rather than caring for it to the end of its days.
worth the trip out here, Starbuck. Appreciate it. And I close the chest and
As
pick
you
it up.
do so, he winces hard. I really thought that was my farewell letter. Loath to part with so much silver at this point, but a deal's a deal, and Captain Starbuck sticks by his word no matter what it was, no matter how much he may regret it.
Well, you were a captain. Are you looking for a new ship?
I've got my designs for a ship of my own.
Thing is, Starbuck, the letter said all the treasure, so, you know, don't try and guilt trip me on this. I'll take half, but
The letter also said you would be responsible for the cat, and here you are just dropping it off.
Well,
That's,
I'll take
that's
all the
not
treasure
full
and the-
responsibility.
If you'd
I'll
like,
take
we
all
can
the
take all the
treasure.
treasure and the cat.
yeah, exactly.
No, half the treasure, and I'll keep the cat. Square
Very well.
deal.
Yeah.
If I were a
that's fine.
dishonest man, I wouldn't even have told you this was half. Hell, I'd have given you just 10 and told you it was all.
Oh, I wouldn't have bought that.
Well,
Could have an
But,
issue.
I'll 10,000 silver, more than enough. I'll take it. Thanks for doing business with me. We appreciate. Times are tough. Schedules are tight. I've got another stop to make, so I'm gonna be on my way.
I flick him a silver and tell him to buy the cat. You know, something nice.
he makes a dex check to try and catch the silver.
You catch it?
And he catches it.
Nice.
Pockets it quickly, gives you a nod, picks the cat back up. The dwarf opens the door for you. Good luck out there. You'll want to be getting out of town right fast.
Yeah, as I'm walking, I turn around to him and I say, yeah, Wilmington, Starbuck, if you guys ever need anything that we could help you with, I'm sure we'll be back here at some point. You mind if I stop in?
Not at all. How would we go about getting in touch with you if we needed services from someone like you?
Not so easy. I'll touch base at some point in the future. You need something, you'll find us.
Well, I'll whisper to Captain Winters in his ear. We could tell him to contact Lady Nightingale. Then we can get the message that way.
I turn back to them and say, How trustworthy are you two?
They're dwarves. Well, he's a dwarf.
I mean, I know who you are, and I'm not turning you in, says the Wilmington, to which Starbuck looks inquisitively, not understanding.
You know, Flotsam Isle?
Aye.
We don't stay there, but we have a contact there. Lady there, Nightingale. Leave a message with her. It'll get to us.
Good. Well,
All right.
good luck, lads. May a stair bless your journey. And he makes a little triangle in the air.
Of course, yeah. May this day and every other day going forward.
I'll call over to the Captain Starbuck and give him like a rough, like, this is the island your past ship is the closest to if you want to go get it. Just give him a heads up on it.
Yeah.
He begins to tell you a story about how he like rode out past the kelp, and
We
was
got
picked
shit
up
to
by
do,
another ship,
buddy.
and yeah.
Yeah.
You guys can head out.
All right.
Back
yeah.
on the other side with the other characters. You guys are in your alleyway having a good time, chatting about this, chatting about magic and whatnot, when someone comes down the alleyway. It's just a drunken dwarf looking for a place to piss, right? So he just steps into the alley away from things, unbuttons the pants, whips out his junk, does his business, and takes a side glance over towards you all and gives you "Oi, how's it going, lads?"
I think you're muted, Jan.
Boy, nice cock, mate.
That's our show, everybody. We'll catch you. Kidding. He gives you a nod and goes, "You're a bit tall."
No, mate, you're just a bit drunk. You're saying things.
That might be true. And he starts like doing the sideways walk coming down the building. So, he's still peeing on the wall, but like getting a little bit closer as he tries to make some conversation. I thought I knew all the biggins that live around here. You must be new or just stopping by? Why'd you leave the port?
Oh, we're just here wandering around town, having a look at things and seeing how the small folk live. I've never met any dwarves before I came here, and you guys seem all right. You guys seem great.
It's pretty funny, your little house and everything. I'm really enjoying my time.
Oi, piss off!
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't think we mean to offend you. It's just all new to us.
But what do you mean, piss? It's funny. What are you talking about?
Little houses. I can hear the tone difference in that. Fucking
You have like little doors, little cups. It's hilarious. I don't know.
look. Not everything about me is as little as it is on you. He says with a hefting of his pants while he starts to button himself up, and he turns to start wagging his finger and start telling you off. And he stops. He looks from one, looks to the other, and goes, "Oi! Aren't you the Mad Fists? Huh? And you? Aren't you that heretic?" And then he realizes what he's saying, and he starts to back up. Oi, look, lads, I didn't see nothing.
Archie's ecstatic that he has like a name, that he has like a he's the Mad Fist. He thinks it's so cool.
I'll be like, heretic. You must have heard the news wrong. I'll make like little Astaire triangles. Like I worship Astaire. There's no heresy here.
Yeah, of course you do, my lord.
I was like,
High
come
Cleric,
over here.
sir.
Actually, I want to hear more about the customs of the dwarven people who live here.
I've got my business to attend, sir. Good luck to both of you. And
surely,
wait,
I'll like
wait.
put my hand on his shoulder. I like walk up towards him and like go to put my hand on his shoulder.
Yep.
And I'll be like, surely you'd want to get to know some new people in town.
I've left my shop running, and it needs some tending to.
Do all dwarves get drunk at work? Is that like a dwarven custom?
I mean, when you're a brewer, it comes with the business.
Do I get a chance to like notice why he's freaked out? Or I assume he knows because he thinks we're the guys, right? I don't actually need to perception check that.
Yeah, I mean, he called you the renegade, the heretic, so that's got to be it, right?
Tell me more about the Mad Fist. What did you hear about him? He sounds cool as fuck. No.
There's just a name I heard about a man who with brass knuckles, who beats people to death.
Yeah. And I think I heard. Go ahead.
Did they say anything about like him like looking cool as he beats them to death, or like any special things about like his punches or anything? Or
He's called the Mad Fist because, when he starts beating people, he goes into a blind rage and just starts smashing things together. But you couldn't be him. He was not nearly as handsome as you.
I don't know about blind rage. Punching people that's more of an art than a raid. It requires a lot of fortitude.
I didn't come up with the name, sir. I'm just repeating what people have said. I've never met the Mad Fister myself.
Yeah. I guess you haven't, huh? But like,
Right.
if you had met him, like, would you want him to show you how like cool his punches are?
No. If I met the Mad Fists, I would. Let me show you what I would do. He says. And he like takes his hat and he goes. I would raise my hat to him, say, "How do you do?" And then like this, I would turn around, and I would walk away. And he starts to walk away. Do you guys let him go?
Archie, what would the captain do if he was recognized in town?
Archie has to think about this for a while, so he might get a little further away during this. I think he would tell him that that's not him. He would make up like a cool fake name and like a story, and maybe talk to them for a little bit.
Yeah. Should we stop him? Because I think this could be a problem for us.
I mean, he said he doesn't think that it's me, right?
But what if he was lying? That's really bad for us, right? I think we should.
Wait, yeah.
Yeah, let's stop him. Okay,
Let's go. Let's go
stop
after him, man.
You can
I'll be like,
walk around the alley because he's walked to the edge. He started to go to the side. He's just around the corner, and
I'll,
you
like,
can
yank him back in.
yeah. Give me just a roll to hit at +2 for back attack. His back is to you as you could try and grab him.
Sure.
Easy peasy. You grab hold of the door. Give me a strength check to drag him back. He's got 3 + 5 + 5. He's got 13
34.
strength, and there's no way he can beat that. He puts up a weak resistance, and you just drag him into the alley. Yes?
if we were the heretic and the insane fister?
The Mad Fists.
The Mad Fist. Yeah, if we were that guy, if someone recognized us in town, I like prompt Archie to like do that.
He'll do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't think that would end well for him. If we were those guys. I heard. I don't know if it's true. I heard that if he punches you, your head explodes.
Really?
Definitely have heard that.
Yeah.
Can he make my ex-wife's head explode?
Oh yeah, we could definitely do. I mean, they could definitely do that.
He could make anyone's head explode.
Oh. It's a useful thing. Thank the gods, all of them, that you're not the Mad Fists or the heretic.
Yeah.
I'll-
We haven't introduced ourselves yet, have we?
I can't remember.
I'll think for a long time about this.
I'll wait patiently for Archie to give his name.
Archie.
Archie, nice to meet you. My name is Talent. Pleasure. And you? He says, looking to the sail.
Oh, my name is oh, I forgot what my own name is. What would you like to call me?
The kind-hearted man in the alley.
That's definitely not my intent here, because I think you're going to go tell on us, aren't you? You're going to go tell the man with the hat that sees bad people about us, aren't you?
Willpower check for the dwarf. Takes a deep breath. Steadies his feet. Looks you in the eye and goes, "You're right. Look, I'm not normally a coward. I'm just a little afraid, but you're absolutely right. I was planning on going and telling the Inquisitor I had seen the two of you here in this alley. Lord Astaire gives me wisdom and guidance, tells me to always be truthful, even if it means hard times for myself.
But
so I'm giving
you
you the
lied
God's
to us.
honest truth."
You told us you didn't think we were those guys. I'll turn to Archie and be like, Archie, you know what we do to liars in our crew?
Yeah, I do know. I'll crack my knuckles again.
Say, I think this guy needs to be punished as a liar.
You're right. A drinking contest. No? Ah.
No.
How about a demonstration of my own mad fists then?
If you can beat Archie in an arm wrestle,
Barchi.
we won't kill you.
He
Oh, Barchi.
aims a fist for your crotch, Sale.
Oh, okay.
It's a wild miss.
I'm going to try to
I
grab
told
him.
you it's an art.
I'm going to try to grab him around the neck and cover his mouth.
Give
Here,
me an
I'll-
attack roll
let-
against AC 10.
High ground, because he's not a dwarf.
No, you don't get high ground just because you're taller than someone. Not a problem. You grab the dwarf. You can put a hand over his mouth even. Archie, what are you going to do?
Here, listen, let me show you. It's all about the form. It's all about the swing, okay? Don't think about your fist. Don't think about your arm. You gotta think about your body, about your form, okay? Your body is guiding. It's kind of like rowing. Your entire body is guiding your movement. It's not just there's a lot of finesse that goes into this, you know?
Give me a
let me show
strength
you.
check, Potato,
I'm
while
he's in-
Archie talks and the dwarf resists.
Sure.
Oh, he fails. All you got to do is meet a 21. Yeah.
Let me show you. Can you hold me against the wall real quick?
Yeah, I'll I don't know how that would physically work, but I'll try to beat Archie's demand to somehow press his head against the wall. Kind
Yeah.
Does he get
hand on
+4?
the face? Or +4 to hit because he's being held like this. He's still resisting. He's not entirely incapacitated, so just the +4.
So it's about the lean back that's important, right?
He's an artist.
And you gotta wind up, take the breath before you swing, and then just let it go.
You crack him in the chest.
Oof.
Roll me damage. And he goes down in a heap with a couple of cracked ribs. You can tell right away, Sale, as a trained medic, that he's not dead. He's at 0, and if left alone, he will recover. Although he's got some broken ribs.
Oh, that was fun, Archie. That was
Do you
I
think
think-
you learned something?
I think he learned the value of telling the truth. I'm not lying.
I like doing these. I like explaining my craft to people. Do you think maybe little Bobby would enjoy having a little training session with me?
Yeah, I think you could actually maybe train him to fight like you.
Yeah.
Imagine the two of you guys having this conversation as you walk out of the alleyway, leaving the
Yeah.
dwarf unconscious.
Yeah.
Yeah. The party will inevitably meet back up. And
At the tavern.
yeah.
I think that's what we call it.
Yeah, I think we spend one. I'm tempted to leave the town and camp elsewhere, but if we can avoid running into the innkeeper, I think we can just sleep here and leave at first light in the morning. But I think we can do that next time.
Yeah,
Sure.
let's do it next week.
Great.
Yep.
Then that will wrap us up for this week. We will be back next week with more Tides of Death.
Remember to go to the Reddit thread at r/Koibu. Leave your feedback.
Yes,
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
please do.
Twitch
There
Primes
was
also.
something else that we tried to say at the last break, but I cut you off.
Oh yeah,
Just,
remember to use your Twitch Primes. If you're not using it, you're losing money. Just click subscribe. See if it says subscribe for free anywhere. It's free.
Just do it, yeah.
What you said.
There you go.
Cool. We'll catch you guys
Thanks
next
for
week.
watching. Yep.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Bye.